Live.
We're live.
Hey, yep. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to part fucking 6 of the 24-hour podcast. It is myself and my good buddy Drew Sample. What's up, Drew?
What up? I didn't think I'd be going for this long.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes that happens.
Low Animals trying to get in too. Anyways, as you were saying.
Yeah, man. So we're back. GoFundMe.com/yucknasty. 2 S's and nasty. And trucking along. His sun finally came up here. I'm getting a little bit of that natural adrenaline, and made some artificial adrenaline in the cup of butter coffee to help get me through these last 6 hours, 9 hours, however long it is.
It's it's till 7, so 9 hours.
Yeah.
7 my time, 4 your time.
Yep.
This has been crazy, dude. Like it's like an adrenaline rush though. It's like, man, I don't want to give up. Ray's not giving up. I'm not gonna take a break. I don't got shit to do today.
There you go. You ain't got shit to do?
No, sir.
Yeah, man. It's oh hey, look, he's alive still. Good buddy Keith Spurlock. Hey, Keith.
Spurlock's alive.
How you feeling?
Oh, like shit, buddy. Like a big bag of shit.
Hey, we're getting another call.
It's Gina. Gina.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Gina, you're with Ray Taylor and Keith Spurlock. They host the Inspired Disorder podcast. This is Gina Tron. Gina Tron was a suspected high school shooter. What else is your article? She fell in love with acid on Valentine's Day. And Gina, you describe yourself.
Well, let me just exit the establishment I'm in right now for a second.
Yeah.
Left side. Yeah, I'm like a writer. I like to write about horrible things because that's the best thing to write about. I used to write more about fashion things, but that got kind of boring, so I write about getting raped and my high school shooter days, and now I'm getting a book published in September about my time in a psych ward. So, stuff that helps society, I think.
Also, the heroin pandemic or epidemic in Vermont, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's been getting a lot more attention now. It was on CNN yesterday, so I think my friend and I that did that, we really helped bring it out, like national attention to it. So that makes me really happy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Heroin's bad in K.
Yeah, we've been so Ray and Ray's been recording since 7 p.m. our time yesterday. I've been on since like midnight. So if there's some dead air time,
yeah,
that's why. Usually we could keep the conversation going. So it's nothing on you. It's totally going to be on us. We're live right now.
No, much props to you guys. Like, wow.
I'm gonna. So like somebody paid $50.
I've been going for Yaz's. What's that?
Oh no, keep going.
How's it going in terms of like Yaz's Yuck's
fundraiser?
Yeah.
We are at $6,735.
And you guys are he wants to raise. It's supposed to be 20,000, right?
20. Yep.
Well, that's
the
what
goal.
Our
our
giant pie in the sky number was.
Yeah. So Gina, Izzy Rock's back.
What up?
We got Gina Tron on with us, Izzy.
How you doing, Gina?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good.
So we got Gina. So I committed because like it was slow during the night, and I committed that I would piss my pants if somebody donated $50, and somebody donated $50. So I have to piss my pants now. And if somebody wants to donate $500, I will piss my pants anywhere to their liking in public.
Oh, cool. Are you going to film it? You're going to film it and put it on Facebook, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, we're gonna film it, and we're gonna probably do it live. What do you think about that, Izzy? Me pissing my pants in public.
Dude, I'm down for whatever we can do to raise money for Yuck. Do it. Hey, I like crazy.
Yeah. Low Animal's joining us. What's up, Low Animal? We got Izzy Rock and Gina Tron. Who else we got? Jill Himitsu's in here. Hey, Jill.
Hey, who all do we have on, and did we ever decide how many people we can, I'm not wearing a Death Squad shirt. How many people we can host at once?
We can host a bunch. We got a bunch in there. We're not sure. We got right now though. We got Gina Tron here and Izzy Rock and.
Ray, are you hosting right now? Yes, you're hosting it right now, aren't you, Ray?
I'm eating.
Damn it! Give me your call-in number and give it to me right now.
It's on the website. I don't know.
Can you? Oh my, seriously, God.
All right.
That's why I put. That's the whole reason I put the website together.
619-663-4.
I spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
3124.
Yeah.
Webby.
Okay. Because Bert Kreischer just messaged me and said that he's gonna call him.
Hell yeah.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Well, Bert Kreischer's coming in here. Gina, do you know who Bert Kreischer is?
Mm-mm.
He just got a show. He's like the Machine. If you YouTube a video of the Machine, he'll it's a pretty funny video. He went to Russia and he partied with these gangsters and
he robbed a train.
He robbed a train.
He's a stand-up comedian too.
Yeah, he's a stand-up comedian. He just got a show on NBC too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What's his, I'll look him up. Ooh. Did he do the crime in Russia and didn't get arrested?
Oh yeah, he got a party with the cops too.
Who's that?
Keith just signed out.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what's going on, fellas? Where we at as far as donations?
67, just over 6,700, I think.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
67.35.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey.
Just trying to keep it going. It kind of died off after that break.
Yeah, after that break, we all we gotta like get things rolling. So, anyways, yeah. So if people want to donate, $500, and I'll piss my pants anywhere in public. So anywhere you choose.
Pee his pants for charity.
I'm gonna piss my pants for Yuck Nasty. Pissing my pants for Yuck Nasty.
The sad thing is that, well, I'm just glad Dogs isn't on right now, because if Dogs was on, he'd be like, should I do that for $2.27?
Yeah, Dog Baby would do that. That's his move. That's his move. Oh, you missed Dogga Baby Snort Cheese Whiz last night, Gina. That was pretty cool.
That was so disgusting.
What happened?
Dogga Baby snorted Cheese Whiz for $2.50.
Oh, gross and
It
awesome.
was so disgusting. It was so gross. I couldn't even watch. It was yucky.
Is there film of this?
Oh yeah, there's film. Oh, how is the film going to be released? Is it all on your Ustream right now, Ray?
I'm recording it on my computer and then I'll upload it later. I don't know
Please
when.
play it in theaters.
Yeah, we can play it in theaters.
For sure.
They'll play it in the Green Bay theaters.
Be a marathon.
Then we also told stories about how Dogga Baby apparently was so hammered one night that he thought he was at his brother's house cooking brats in the kitchen, and it ended up that he was actually in his neighbor's house across the street cooking brats in the kitchen. Apparently that's like a normal thing.
Who told that story? Did Dice tell that story?
Yeah, Dice told that story.
Oh, God, I wish I had missed it.
Scott's told a lot of cool stories. It was Scott's birthday. That's one of my highlights of the evening. All the stories of people in Green Bay, Wisconsin, going into other people's houses thinking it was their own house, and fornicating or cooking other people's food. Or
Is Robert Downey Jr. from Green Bay?
I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah.
Is Justin Bieber from there? You guys
No,
think Justin Bieber got arrested for egg throwing?
He got arrested for egg throwing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was he
Where his
throwing
house got
eggs at?
raided. He's going through his bad egg phase.
I don't know. He's just on lots of cocaine.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Remember, like last year.
Well, they didn't find any eggs, but they arrested his friend for coke.
Oh, they didn't find any eggs, but they did arrest his friend for coke. I'm sure that was all his coke too. It wasn't Justin Bieber's coke, that's for sure.
No way. Straight edge.
Straight edge. He's straight edge, guys.
Yeah.
I remember when he was still a kid and not using lots of cocaine. There was this like video on Reddit of somebody pegging him in the head with a water bottle.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey guys, that's not nice." Like he was such like a nice person back then, and he wasn't like he was still this innocent teenager from Canada.
Yeah, now he's trying to be like Tupac.
Yeah.
See when he
Oh,
spit on
also-
that cameraman?
Low Animal, how much is it going to cost for you to cut your hair?
I told you, 500. It's like your
500
500
bucks.
to piss yourself.
Low Animal will cut his hair on live video. You can't see Gina, but Low Animal has a beautiful head of hair.
You want to cut their hair?
Yeah, I think Low Animal's going to cut it. He's going to cut his hair for 500. Izzy's going to grow hair for
Got
500.
a call. We got a
Crazy.
call.
He's gonna grow.
Caller,
Caller?
you're on the air.
Yo, good morning.
Good morning.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Who do we have here?
Oh, this is Kern Michael, brother.
Oh, what up, dude?
Michael? What's going on, dude?
What's up, Kern?
Not much. How you guys been doing? I
Good.
see you've been busy every time I'm awake. I see you're busy.
Yeah, man. It's picked up. The last hour was the last 3 hours just kind of chill. Now it's starting to get crazy again. People are starting to wake up
Oh,
from
yeah.
naps.
There's Bad Baby on camera right there.
Bad babies on
She's
camera.
touching Low Animal. She was just touching your face, and she was like, "Hi, hi, hi,"
Hi,
because she
Bad
knows
Baby.
you. So she's like, "Hi." You saying hi?
Hi.
Bad Baby.
Hi, Bad baby. So, Karen, what's going on, dude? What's up with Illinois and marijuana legalization?
Well, everything's passed. One of my buddies keeps telling me, he's like, dude, there's Wicker Park dispensary. I'm like, dude, there's no dispensary set up yet. So I'm researching that currently. But, I mean, now the beautiful thing about it is, like, I've never been questioned. And over the past, 5 years, a lot of people don't know that don't live in the state. The state's taken measures, in the city of Chicago to, I don't want to say the term is actually decriminalized up to, 10 grams, but, if you got caught with that much, it could be a ticketable offense, And
Yeah.
that's because in Chicago, where Barack Obama came from, we have schools such as University of Northwestern, DePaul, University of Illinois Chicago, which is a huge school that produces doctors, lawyers, Loyola University. All these major universities are right there, and literally, you get pinched once, and that's your career, that's your future, and your parents are paying, $100,000 a year for you to go to school. So it's been a step-by-step incremental thing, but to actually get it, you hear my voice right now, I go, that's my legs shaking, dude. So, yeah, I need medicine for that. And so I know that it should be everyone should be seen and carded and all the dispensaries open by June to August. That's everything I've read, what it's saying so far. But it provides me with the comfort of knowing that. And still, there's that dirty stigma to it, the war on drugs. Your family looks at you like, you're at the party stone. It's like, dude, you just had 9 fucking beers. I haven't had a drop alcohol.
Yeah, and
Let's
for
have a
people that don't
conversation
know
here.
you, Kern, we all know you, but maybe we got some listeners. Can you just tell people how they can follow you on Twitter and also just a little bit about yourself? Because you have a really interesting story and actually a really, a huge advocate for legalization and very good reasons as for why. If you don't mind, telling a brief stint about who you are, Kern.
Yeah, no problem. It's at Kern_Michael, and Kern is spelled Kern. It's an old Irish name. So yeah, I broke my neck in 2000. My aunt was driving a car, fell asleep, and rolled it over in the West Virginia mountains. So I was trapped in the car for about an hour. So since then, I've had to deal with different aspects of paralysis, quote unquote, but I always put it in quotes. But yeah, pain, and spasticity are my two number one issues. Even recently, I tore my rotator cuff, my bicep, my subscap, and my labrum in my shoulder from playing wheelchair sports, doing wheelchair bodybuilding, and then just the constant grind to getting in and out of wheelchairs and in and out of showers and constantly, using our arms for everything. And the doctors, when I first got hurt, I was in Virginia. I was going to Duke University Medical Center and then a local doctor. And I mean, they readily, easily, each prescribed me. One was giving me morphine with Lortab, and the other was giving me Oxycontin with the Percocet. And, maybe a few of those fell off the back of the truck. I'm not really sure. I don't remember, but allegedly. But, yeah, there's really no need for that type of stuff, especially when you're in your 20s. The amounts of medication they give me a day is like 10 Vicodin, 3 Valium, 10 milligrams, 3 Klonopin, a couple of Adderall to keep you up, an Ambien to put you down at night. It's really ridiculous, the amounts of medication that they give people and prescribe people.
It's like a drug
thing. Get a gram of marijuana is like a problem. But, and then I still don't understand how the United States government has a patent on it for neurological pain, yet half of the pharmaceuticals they give us, like the ones for neurological pain, those cause the most severe mental side effects. And for me, like you go batshit crazy. All those commercials. Well, if you have these thoughts, yeah, buddy. And that's not normal, you know what I mean? You're fucking with your body's chemistry. Whereas you have something that's literally grows outside, like an apple or a banana, and you could just go pick it. And then it does something, good for your body.
Absolutely. Well, we got Kern. You got Dirty Devo in here with you. You got Izzy Rock, Jill Himitsu, and Bad Baby. We got Low Animal, Breed Into Elk Noises, and Ray Taylor and myself, man. And thanks for joining us, man. So I got a DM from Kern. Yeah, I was trying to call in, but it was busy. I fell asleep in the wheelchair listening.
Yeah, I woke up and I thought it was like 1:30 and it was 5 a.m. I'm like, I gotta go get some downtime, dude, on the bed,
Yeah, I can't wait to sleep in my bed. What about you, Ray?
Fuck yeah. I'm looking forward to that shit.
I was just like, shit, Ray's doing it all night. I'll just hang out. We're having fun. I was really ready to tap out, and then JR came in, and he was so cool. And then Pastor Joe called, and I'm like, fuck, I guess I'm in it to win it.
Yep.
And Izzy's calling back again. Izzy, how was work today?
Work was all right, man. It was one of our slow days, so I was able to get out a little early. And my son, we got a new phone for my son, and he pretty much used all of our data using
nice.
yeah, no, not no, doing FaceTime with his friends. And
why doesn't he get on Wi-Fi for that shit?
Dude, I thought I had it hooked up, and it wasn't hooked up. And so I had like 75% with 10 days left to go. So I was like, damn, I can't watch at work. So I'm glad I got home, man.
That sucks.
Gotta turn on the airplane mode.
Yeah,
right.
Airplane mode and Wi-Fi, man. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But people call your ass on Viber or Tango or any of those shits, man. Dude, it's great having you, Izzy.
Data.
Yeah, buddy, I'm glad to be here, man.
And Dirty Devo, dude. I've never been able to interact with Dirty Devo outside of Twitter, and he's a cool dude, man. This has just been so much fun, man. It's just like getting so good. Like it's like, now it's more chill. Like last night, it was so insane, man. Like everybody's calling in. We've had like people calling from New Zealand, Australia. We had both. We had Adam Thomas Adams and Jason call in. Jason, I can't. Jason. Yeah, dude, I can't talk right now.
Was that J God?
Yeah.
He's not feeling well, man. I played some FIFA with him last night, and he said he wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, he was so like he called in and he called in a couple times, man. He was calling in from his Xbox One, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
hey,
dude,
I'm gonna jump off of here, but just to leave the line open. But Ray, if Bert calls in, will you Skype me back in?
Yeah.
Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
I would appreciate
Oh,
it.
we're getting a call right now. I don't know if
Okay.
it's him though. Caller, you're on the line. Hello?
Hello, caller.
Can you turn your radio down, please?
You got butt dial.
But
But
they hung out.
all right, well.
Anyway,
Okay,
psych.
I'm off until later, or if Bert
Okay.
calls in.
All right.
All right, adios.
Okay.
Apparently we're not as cool as
Adios.
Bert, guys, so Jill can't stay.
Yeah.
You would-
See you, Joe.
We're sorry we're not Bert Kreischer, Jill.
Dude, I did so many hours last night. I have to take care of bad baby.
I'm just teasing you. It's all right. You're
That's
the one
what
that
they
feels
make
guilty
cages
now.
for. Right?
Whatever.
Cages.
Skype me in if he calls.
Put a muzzle on her.
All right.
Yeah, right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Jill. Bye, bad baby.
See you, Joe.
That is a cute baby.
That is a cute baby.
It's a bad baby.
Bad baby little animal. Little
So
animal,
I'm-
so that
Me
I'm finally
first of my 3 boys, man.
You
Yeah.
got 3 boys.
Yeah.
Izzy's got 2 boys.
Which my 14-year-old, it was on the podcast this week. You guys go check it out if you can.
Episode
Nice.
99. Episode 100 is coming up for Izzy Rock.
Oh shit.
Congratulations.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. It should have been more if I would have put everything on Tales. If On the Block would have stayed on Tales from the Hard Side, I'd been past it. But you know, it's been fun, dude. Like you realize it's almost 2 years coming up in April that I've been doing it, and it's been a blast the whole way. Like meeting all you guys and having conversations. I love it, dude.
You started a wave. Ray Taylor, you started a wave. Like you guys, like I was not tuned into everybody else, but I did know Izzy Rock because I'd met him a couple times.
Dude,
And-
it was the time when you could pretty much fit everybody who was part of Death Squad in one tweet.
Yeah,
like-
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like Izzy, like we all went to that show, and Izzy Rock. I remember Joey Diaz came on. He was talking about you and Jason because Jason gave him those edibles, and he was like, "Jason knows what's going on your edibles," and it was just so crazy. I remember we started buying Joey Diaz shots at that show, and we got so fucked up. I think I bought him like 3 shots. I think Jason bought him a couple shots. Like it was
Dude,
such a crazy night.
You know how you hear stories from like Led Zeppelin playing in 1977 in like New York City, like in comedy with what's going on with this wave of comedy. I really think that you're seeing this new generation of comics who 20 years from now, you're going to look back and compare them to Carlin, and you're going to compare them to Hicks and things like that. And we don't realize we're going through it because we're aware of ourselves going through it. But it's an exciting time, dude. And looking back on that show, I think that show was legendary.
I think it got us all hooked to go start going to more shows. Hey, we got a new caller. Who's our caller?
But it looks like they have the same number as the butt dialer.
Please turn your radio down.
Oh, yo, you're talking to me, bro.
Yeah, man.
brother.
Turn your radio down and talk to us. What's going on?
Yeah. I was just watching for the last half hour.
Is this our New Zealand guy?
Yeah,
What are you guys doing?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Fuck all. You guys look bored, man. You've been doing like a 24-hour podcast. You need some random caller from the pits of hell.
It's hot there right now, huh?
Not me, but if someone would offer themselves to
Is
be
this
that
a-
caller, then that would be them.
Is this the same
What
guy
are
that
you
didn't
doing?
sleep for 3 days? You haven't slept in 3 days, right?
Oh, you called early. Yeah. Man, fuck. It does not get any more entertaining by the fucking blah, blah.
I totally agree.
Do you have a podcast I can subscribe to?
No. Start one properly.
He's a mystery man from New Zealand, is he?
He's
All we know is he has a Twitter, but he has pretty high status, so he doesn't wish to share, which we respect.
My standards are fucking low. If you saw my standards, that'd be you see a gutter, and you scrape the bottom of that gutter, and then you get you distill the little bacteria that get off the bottom of the gutter. That's me.
How's so like if you're hooking up with a chick, like what's your favorite kind of chick to hook up with? Like what are New Zealand girls like?
They look like seashells with glasses, and then that's it.
That's it. It's not like they don't like what is it like? So let's say I'm in New Zealand and I want to get some New Zealand strange. Like what would I have to do to hook up with a girl in New Zealand?
You'd have to just demonstrate your ability to mate with a male sea urchin.
A male sea urchin?
Hell yeah.
You can do it. If you can do the little dance, wave some little tom-toms around, that's you.
So if I do like a peacock dance
18 for the season.
For me.
Yeah, well, fucking hell. Well, would you not mate with a female urchin? You tell me that you would deny the urchin. You would not do that.
I mean, don't sea urchins, don't they like duel off and try to stab each other to breed?
But you're going to do that. If you're in New Zealand and you want a fucking mate, you've got to be vicious.
So I got to be vicious with a New Zealand woman.
Huh?
So I'd have to be vicious with a woman from New Zealand.
Yeah. You've got to demand.
So like grab her hair,
stab her with rage.
Stab her with rage, huh?
Yeah.
Just destroy her.
No.
Like that dude.
You got to do it like politely and gently, and you got to like whisper sweet nothings.
Okay.
I actually dialed the wrong number. I was This is gonna make a funny story. Yeah, fucking hell. Inspired Disorder Collective.
Oh
yeah,
my
brother.
Dude, I gotta have you on my podcast. You got stories.
This guy definitely has stories.
I'm
sure his last 3 days could take up 5 podcasts. He hasn't slept in 3 days, dude. I don't know what you've been up to.
Well, hold on. What are you
I
on?
donated some money to that dude that lost his house, man. That was sad.
Hell yeah. Hey,
that was sad.
What are you on current? Like, what have you taken the past 3 days? Give us a list.
You must understand that whenever you speak on the internet, you're speaking to the government.
You must not listen to our podcast then.
I have nothing to do with your podcast. I refuse to be associated with it. I don't want your name to be associated with mine, you shameful motherfuckers. And you've been here. Yeah, but apart from that, I've been in, I've had an interesting day. It's wound up with me returning to my house, not knowing how I got back here. I don't know where all the rest of the motherfuckers went, but they're somewhere. And but at the end of the day, I'm only responsible for myself, and I'm starting to wise up to the last. Fuck. Yeah, but anyway, here I am.
Oh, you've had some fun.
And I'm dying. It was funny, man. Well, I wound up like fucking. I cruised back and I was like, there's a podcast. So I was like, oh, I recognize those names from Twitter. Like they were talking, and I was like, I knew I turned it out. I knew I donated some money, and then I went, fuck. Now I'm starting to sober up, and I was like, what the fuck is this? It was funny, though.
So you've had some fun then, huh?
Yeah, but I'm just actually starting to realise that I'm looking at the TV and it's about 3 seconds behind, but it's time to hang up. Have a good night, brothers. All right.
Thanks, brother.
Hey, take care, man.
All right,
Get yourself
man.
some sleep.
Not yet. I've still got a couple of days left in me. All right, brother. See ya.
All right, brother.
He'll be back.
Whenever that guy calls, I feel like I need to put a mask on.
Oh shit, dude.
I didn't even realize Devo had hair right there.
Yeah,
I just
Devo
noticed
and I
the
both
mask.
put masks.
I just noticed the
Oh, here
mask.
comes Keith.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
That was awesome.
He's called before, dude. He's called like
Yeah.
twice. That's actually
No, I just went and took a shit and I came back and I caught the last 30 seconds of that.
Classic. Classic.
That was glorious, man. Somebody needs to clip that shit out. He's gold.
Oh
I
man,
really wonder who it is.
I have no
It's
idea.
some guy from New Zealand, man.
Yeah.
That narrows it down.
Right?
Yeah.
There's
We-
no
I mean,
Twitter. I don't know any of the Twitter guys that are from New Zealand. They're all from Australia.
Yeah, Aussies.
Yeah.
That squad Finland just followed me today.
Finley?
Finland.
Oh, fuck them. They stole our name.
Yeah. I'm sure it was. Sure, the Finley.
That's how it works, man.
I heard Cooper Tires there.
Ugh. We just got out of selling out to the Indians.
Oh yeah.
The dot heads, not the feather heads.
It's so dot, not the feather.
Yeah.
I was like,
Technical support.
I mean, Ray can probably attest to this. Whenever you need to call, like a manufacturer or something, for an odd reason. Hello, sir. My name is Michael.
Mike,
How
it's-
are you today? How
They all have an American name.
Yeah, but it's like a robotic voice, and then like they can speak English clearly, but they don't have an understanding of what they're actually saying.
They're English. It's weird. I worked with a bunch of Indians straight from India at my last job, and yeah, they know English and they learn English, but they learn. It's like us learning Spanish in school and then going to Mexico and trying to understand what anyone is saying.
Yeah,
it doesn't work. And so all the slang and everything, they learn proper like England English.
The King's Linglish. They learn the King's English.
Linglish.
No, that's what they call it. The King's English. So British English.
Yeah.
I knew a
Well,
guy.
they were colonized for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, who we got another caller?
Hello.
Who's our caller? Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome. Yesty boy here.
Who is this? Are you on Twitter? What's your Twitter name?
Yeah, at Yesty boy.
Yesty boy.
Yesty
boy.
Nice,
I'm
nice.
the guy you can see half my head and one eye.
Where are you from?
Hello.
Hey, where you
Hello.
calling? Where are you calling from, man?
I'm calling from Wales.
Hell
Wales.
yeah.
Nice, man. We
This
just had a guy-
motherfucker's in a whale.
We just had a guy on
Multiple.
Holy shit.
Plural.
Is Jonah there?
Jesus, man.
In a way.
No, we got problems with dragons.
That's why we keep Keith around.
That's why you shouldn't.
Jonah there.
Oh. I'm delirious.
Glorious.
All right.
Are you still on? Are
Okay,
you
I'll
still
just-
coming down from
all right.
Shrooms?
Me?
No, Keith.
Keith never took him.
What?
We haven't reached the $7,000 mark.
Yeah, Keith's only gonna eat shrooms when we get to $7,000.
So you motherfuckers out there, listen. $7,000. Drew Sample will piss his pants in public for $500. You guys go donate
one
$500.
payment. It has to be one payment of $500.
One payment of $500. And Keith Spurlock.
Lorenzo's gonna cut all of his hair off for $500 as well. But you have to specify what you want. Do you want me to piss my pants in public, or do you want Lorenzo to cut his hair off?
We're only $215 away from getting shrooms taken. So it's pretty close.
What's the volume?
Oh, like a little more than an eighth?
Oh.
Sabins?
Yeah, man.
No fun.
No fun.
Especially with this hangover I'm nursing right now, this is gonna
Yeah.
be rough.
He drank like 12 beers last night, or
Like
15 beers, 18
15.
beers actually. Coors Light? Did you drink Coors Light?
Yeah, there's still some empties.
Dude, that shit gives me the worst hangovers.
I just shit some blood. Is that normal?
Nope,
If
definitely
you're
not.
red band, it is.
Blood. Hey, Yesty boy, have you ever shit blood before?
I have to admit, I've not shit it. I've wiped it.
Yeah,
You know, when-
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
They're a little
That's
bit
what you
too
meant.
big for the ring.
My hemorrhoids are acting up right now.
Yeah, right.
Keith, how'd you get hemorrhoids?
He has all
From my
kinds of
car wreck.
diseases.
When
Yeah.
I flew out of my car, kind of squeezed my body like a tube of toothpaste. A little bit came out my butthole.
I once heard a story on a podcast where a guy put his ass to a mirror and took pliers and cut a hemorrhoid off.
That guy is gangster.
Gangster.
Pretty hard.
Jesus.
It was on the Gangster
Probably go to
podcast.
the doctor and have that
Could've been
shit
on the
laced
Naughty
off
Show.
first.
That's the same guy who just like rips teeth out with pliers too. So that
It's the
Can't
same
even
guy
take a
that
spinner out
eats
my finger
shoes.
with tweezers.
The same pliers that was in his ass.
yeah.
Yesty boy, how do you spell your name on Twitter so I can follow you and
Yeah,
other people
I-
follow you?
IESTYN.
It's
Hang on.
Yesteen boy.
Yeah, no, I've got that right. Yeah, I'm spelling my name. I'm too stoned. It's IESTYBOY.
Y-I-E-S or I-E-S?
IES. IESTYBOY.
I got it. LestYboy.
That's Dean Thomas?
Yes,
Holler.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
boom. Loving the Kiwi on the loving the Kiwi 24-hour podcast. That
And
Kiwi
that
was
guy
fucking
was
crazy,
laughing.
bro. He'd been up for 3 days, man, and claims he wasn't on any amphetamines. What do you think about that?
I
Yeah,
call
yeah,
bullshit.
The
Has
government
to be.
is listening, guys.
Yeah.
They've been listening ever since we all started putting Death Squad in our fucking our bio. They're like, someone might want to watch out for these guys. if they're watching World of Warcraft, then they're watching us.
Right?
Yeah. Name like Death Squad, popping on about pot,
They got beards.
changes
Yeah.
the world. Yeah. They're listening.
Half of them have pictures with anonymous masks on and shit like that. Yeah, they know we exist.
Like Blues.
I mean,
Who's been on here the longest now?
Ray.
hold on.
Ray.
Ray has the person who's kind of Joe Rogan has a show called Question Everything, and you got a lot of conspiracy theorists in the Death Squad movement too, who hate the government, and so I can imagine that we're definitely being on some sort of list.
You know what was
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
about Question Everything?
Nothing.
It was a lot like this show. Nothing.
When he
It was
when
a
he
lot
made fun
like
of
the
that old
show
lady.
that used to be on True TV called Jesse Ventura's Conspiracy Theory.
Oh, God.
But you know what? That show was
Thermite paint.
You know, the one thing is, I feel like if Rogan would have let them overproduce it, like that show probably would have been funnier just because it was cheesy, but he totally would have lost more credibility. 'Cause I guess he was super unhappy with that show. I think he said it on the podcast, but it was still cool, man.
You wasn't happy with the Bigfoot episode, no?
Yeah, if that's from my understanding.
And that
You
didn't
guys.
happen,
Well, we all love Joe, but his show just ended up being like all those other shows where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna look for stuff that we're not gonna find.
Yeah, I think it was the editors. I think they did make comments about how it was the editors, and it's like with editors with TV shows, they edit like all the TV shows, so that's why it looked the same because they or the same people probably that edit all the other shows. But
Oh yeah.
it kind of got
you know,
better.
like
Some of the
sci-fi
later
movies.
episodes. What was that?
All those sci-fi movies, if they've got anything to do with the show, then there's problems from the beginning.
Yeah.
Sharknado was the shit, man.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That was an amazing.
The helicopter
movie.
that took off became 3 different helicopters by the time it had come down again.
Sci-fi is the best for just the cheesiest fucking movies ever.
I just like when the sharks were hitting the buildings and they were falling from the sky, hitting the buildings in the background. It's like, who needed to put that in there?
PETA.
PETA?
Yeah.
I think they actually just get kids who are going to school for like digital design and shit, and they're just like, "Hey, man, for your senior thesis or whatever, how about you just do a movie for us?" And they're like, "Cool."
Yeah.
A lot of those, I guess most of those movies are filmed in like Vancouver, and it's all low budget. So if you're just looking to get in the industry, like it's like and you don't want to.
I mean, Tara Reid was in Sharknado, so that's
Yeah,
pretty
she's not
big
really an
stuff.
accomplished actor anymore, or actress. I mean, I know she was really great in American Reunion and all, but I just
Hey, the Big Lebowski.
that was her best role.
Yeah.
She barely
Sucker
talked.
fucked the dollar.
Exactly.
Another 10 if he watches.
Oh yeah. No, she was Bunny, right?
Yeah.
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 No.
The Blowski or the Coen brothers got that new movie out with that. It's kind of like Oh Brother Where Art Thou, but it's about a folk singer.
I can't.
yeah.
Drew crotch.
So, oh
Yeah.
brother, where art thou too?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys. A desk to just sit up on. But did you guys see Wolf of Wall Street?
Not yet.
No, I want to. I heard it's
it's fucking awesome.
somebody mentioned something about Fear and Loathing and compared Fear and Loathing to it or something.
I would. No, I'd say it's more like the Boiler Room told from the boss's perspective. So instead of like Giovanni Ribisi telling the story, it's Tom Everett Scott's character telling the story. Like it's similar, man, but it's way better than the Boiler Room. Like
And
it's the movie
Vin
so-
Diesel's way better in this one too.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's not in this one.
Oh.
Leonardo DiCaprio is awesome though, man. He's awesome. Everybody in the movie's pretty awesome.
No, he's just got better and better.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. No, yeah, man. He's legit.
Well, it helps when Scorsese, every movie he does, he puts you in it. That doesn't hurt.
I mean that helps, but I mean, look, good directors want to work with good actors and vice versa. I mean, you don't want to get shitty direction, and if you're a good director, you don't want a shitty actor.
Yeah.
So,
Hope it's better than Shutter Island.
dude, it's Shutter Island. I didn't mind.
I
but
liked
no.
Shutter Island,
I
but
liked it too.
I didn't
I
think
enjoyed it. It had that film noir feeling for a little while, but then it kind of failed itself at the end, I think.
yeah.
I knew what was going to happen after I saw the previews before the movie came out. I'm like, oh, so he's crazy. And
Jesus, spoiler alert, Keith, for those that aren't as smart as you. For a movie that came out like 10 years ago.
Yes. Jeez,
God.
Keith. Keith, why don't you ruin It's a Wonderful Life too while you're at it?
Yeah.
because I've never actually seen that movie.
Interesting
it's
story
safe,
from
people.
It's a Wonderful Life, though. You know the bridge where he jumps off of?
Yeah.
It's filmed in DeBerry, Florida.
Yeah.
Little League team, the Orange City Orioles, when we won, I guess our little city thing, we all jumped off that bridge. It goes right into the St. Johns River, and it's not that far of a drop. It's like a 15-foot drop, but I jumped off that bridge.
So you're saying the actor's a pussy? He's
Well,
like, I
I
could
know-
have survived that, bro.
I know the snow that they used was actually
Dandruff?
painted cornflakes.
Yeah.
Spray painted cornflakes was what they dropped.
But yeah, that, and they did bring in a bunch of ice. They bring in, I forgot how many tons of ice.
Yeah.
I was tried and convicted in the same courtroom as Andy Dufresne from Shawshank.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I saw Shawshank Redemption a bunch of times, like TNT.
Really?
TBS.
I watched Out of the Furnace last night. That was pretty good.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Of course, I watched them all legally through the means of the screeners that were given out by the production companies for the Academy Awards.
Yeah, because you're part of the Academy, right?
I am, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got a
awesome.
vote.
I
Yeah.
have a vote. It's just kind of like the Baseball Hall of Fame. Like, anybody can vote on it. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Or usually, like, you could be a writer that writes about food now and still vote on the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Also,
All
like,
right, so yeah, nobody gives a shit what I just said. So, anyways, guys, at least I was, filling up airtime with my nonsense. Keith, why don't you start talking? I feel like I'm you right now.
Because I'm hungover and I'm trying to even out with some tobacco.
Quote unquote tobacco.
Yeah, it's pretty good tobacco.
Oh yeah.
Watch the government's listening.
Yeah, I had Drew. I had to. My son Christian had to do a project. He had to for extra credit. He had to watch Schindler's List and do an essay on it. And he's 14, and we had a copy of it from back in the day, but it was like side A and side B, and I didn't have side B, so I had to rent it from iTunes. And watching that movie, man, it's a brilliant movie, but god damn, it's fucking depressing.
That's rough to watch.
Dude.
Do you want to watch a depressing movie? Watch Dancer in the Dark.
Dancer in the Dark.
It's with Bjork. It's fucking I forget the director's name.
Watching it?
What's that?
Am I gonna cry watching it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
lost our
depressing
man,
movie.
Wales.
Yeah, whales. The whale has submerged back into the ocean.
Cried
It's
during
a bird.
movies. Pretty
You know
fun.
what we never talked about, Ray, was that indie zombie movie that we watched this summer.
The Battery.
Yeah, The Battery was pretty good, man. That was for a low budget. I really like that.
Fuck yeah, man. I like the music in it.
The music's really good, dude.
That
The
one
music's
scene is
really
fucking
good.
awesome.
I'm
But-
like halfway through a movie on Netflix right now. I stopped it to start the podcast yesterday, but it was pretty good so far. And Ray knows that I pick out the cheesiest fucking movies. But it's called Future Folk.
Future folk.
Folk is in like folk music. And
Aliens playing folk music.
yes, and it's fucking
Music
awesome so
doors
far.
and focus in people.
They're from Hondo, man. You don't know what Hondo's at?
Hondo?
Hondo, huh?
Is
Hondo.
that like
What's
when you
Hondo?
put two 50s together, you get a Hondo?
Honda
Yeah.
Civic.
No, that's Hunted. You're
Oh.
thinking of Hunted,
Hunted.
not Hondo. Hunted.
Sorry.
Hey, have you guys watched Marin yet?
Yeah, that's really good.
No.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Is that on the IFC or whatever it is?
Yeah,
No,
it's on Netflix now.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Nice.
It's good,
Just-
dude.
It reminds me a lot of Louis, like
Yeah,
a more like OCD version of Louis.
Yeah.
Like
Well, talking about Netflix, Breaking Bad. I only, if you guys can believe it, I only watched the last episode day before yesterday because I didn't want to say goodbye to it.
I still haven't watched it. I'm 7 episodes from the end.
Dude, I just finished The Wire. The Wire and Breaking Bad.
Wire's awesome, man.
Yeah, dude, The Wire fucking changed my life.
It's
man.
tough. It's tough to get into it. It takes a while to like figure out what the fuck's going on with The Wire because it's so dense, so many characters. Kind of like
I was hooked
Game
right
of
away.
Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah, Game of Thrones did take me a while.
Yeah.
But did you guys watch the trailer for Game of Thrones? Was released yesterday, man. It looks pretty good.
I'm way behind on that show.
Yeah, that looks good.
Can't wait for that, man. And what else looks good that's coming out? Oh, did you guys see that movie Transcendence? It's the cinematographer of Christopher Nolan, who
Mhm.
did all of his movies up until Inception. Inception was his last one that he did, and it's this movie about the singularity with Johnny Depp and
I saw the trailer or teasers for it, but I haven't. Is
oh,
it
the
out?
trailer's good. Yeah, the trailer looks good. It comes out. I think it comes out this year.
Yeah,
I
that
can
was
see-
good.
I can see that sucking though.
I don't think
Oh,
so,
yeah.
dude. Christopher Nolan produced it. It's
Yeah, it's probably good.
cinematographer, the writers, like those guys don't make bad movies. The worst movie that I think I've seen them make is Man of Steel.
I love that movie, man.
What? I loved
No,
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That was the worst movie I've seen them make.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, when you put it that way, I don't know. The following is pretty fucking boring.
But that's his first movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I'm just
that's
saying.
his very first movie.
I don't think I've
it's-
watched the whole thing.
Inception is incredible. The Prestige. is
Memento.
one of my
I mean,
favorite movies.
come on.
Memento. All the. I mean, dude, The Dark Knight Rises, man. That actually, you know what? The Dark
Great.
Knight Returns was probably. I don't know. I think I liked Man of Steel better than that one. But it was like the Dark Knight Rises, like, the Dark Knight was so good because it like leaves you so sad. Like it's just so sad at the end, and it's like Batman's just is like the ultimate hero in that movie.
Dude, I can still I can't remember shit I watched last week. I can remember going into the theater and watching The Dark Knight when it first came out, like the first weekend it came out, and being blown away and seeing it like 3 or 4 more times while it was still in the movies.
Every actor deserved an award for that movie. Like Aaron Eckhart had the most sleeper role in that movie, man. Aaron Eckhart, Gary Oldman both. And Christian Bale. Oh, dude, Michael Caine, everybody who acted in that movie was amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
that whole movie took me back to like 14, 15 because it's based on a comic.
Dark Knight.
A series of comics, exactly, The Dark Knight. So, I mean, I remember when that came out, and that's when I properly fell in love with, Batman. And
yeah, if that's a Frank Miller comic.
Yeah, I was about to say Miller was involved with that.
Yeah, Year One.
I was so proud.
Dude, I'm about to take you guys back in time. Let's go back in time. Remember when I remember getting the Mego Batman from the fucking 70s and freaking out when I was like 5 or 6 years old. And then like loving the 60s show and waiting in line in like the 80s when the
Tim Burton, man.
Tim Burton Batman came out.
Yeah.
Just
love
it.
Tim Burton, Frank Miller, and Batman the Animated Series took Batman from being this cheesy, like pow, smash. Yeah, because that's how the comics really were. But it took it into being this dark. Yeah, like it took it into being this like this dark, lonely, crazy vigilante.
Well, the Bob Kane Batman was just a smiley.
Yeah, he was just like the 60s TV show, man.
Yeah.
Like Bob Kane's Batman, like Frank Miller's Batman, like Frank Miller's like, oh, Catwoman, yep, you're a prostitute. Like, I don't know, like Year One and Dark Knight are probably 2 of the best comic series, man. And now they got the animated ones. I don't know if you guys have seen the animated cartoons. They're both on Netflix now. But they like the animated versions of those comics. Batman the Red Hood's pretty good too. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I've seen every comic book related thing on Netflix.
Same here, dude. Same here, man. Walking Dead comics fucking amazing, man. Like that comic is so good.
I've even watched all the Comic Book Men.
Yeah. An Afro Samurai fan.
What was that?
Samurai?
Samurai fan? You're a samurai fan?
No, Afro Samurai.
Afro Samurai is
Afro
fucking
Samurai
awesome.
Awesome, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So is Black Dynamite.
Yeah. Oh, Black Dynamite's great.
Then you got great tunes.
Yeah, man, that's some cool shit.
I saw Dead Alive. Peter Jackson, I think it was one of his first films. I saw Dead Alive at a local like art theater back when it first came out, and they gave out barf bags. If you guys have never seen Dead Alive and you like Peter Jackson's work, go check it out. Dead Alive. They
made that right after Meet the Feebles. Meet the Feebles was cool as fuck too, man. Meet the Feebles was the dirty puppet movie.
Yeah, but it didn't have a lawnmower chopping all these zombies up. It didn't have a lawnmower in a room.
Oh man, that's a crescendo of a movie, or what?
It was great, man.
Frighteners was good too, man. Frighteners was underrated, man.
That was back when Michael J. Fox was
didn't have the shakes.
Didn't have the shakes.
Steady.
So that was a good movie.
To make that funny and scary, right?
Yeah, it was rated R too.
They're reporting right now that Marvel's in talks with Johnny Depp to be Doctor Strange.
Hell yeah.
Well, Guillermo del Toro was supposed to do Doctor Strange a long time ago. He was supposed to write that movie. He was slated to write it. I don't think he lost. I forget what happened. He wanted to write The Hobbit, and then The Hobbit was taking too long, so he didn't direct The Hobbit. Like, there was a lot of different shit that guy's been doing. So,
well, I guess Ant-Man coming out too.
Gold, right?
What's that?
Everything Jackson's done has turned to gold.
Yeah, man, I even like The Lovely Bones.
Anything, not doesn't make him work hard, right?
Well, I mean, he just is like he just does what he wants to do. I mean, like he wanted to make King Kong first. I thought King Kong was awesome, and people shit on that.
No, I hated that.
I loved it, dude.
I loved it, dude. Like he
hated
makes
that.
good monster movies, man. Like
Yeah, he
people
does.
sleep on like the genre of monster movie. Like you can't look at a monster movie like it's like, I mean, I don't know. Like in my opinion, like I loved Pacific Rim, dude. I thought Pacific Rim was an awesome movie.
I
Like,
did
was
as well.
So
Well,
entertained,
that
man.
was fun, but I thought that they did too much skipping at the beginning.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
at all. The acting was horrible. The writing was bad.
Well, I mean, yeah, you get
Good to
Jax,
look at, right?
Ron.
Dude,
Paul,
I didn't give a fuck. I saw robots and monsters fucking fighting.
That was cool.
That's all that I cared about. I didn't give
Yeah,
a fuck
dude.
about all the acting or anything like that. Just to see them in the left and right brain, spoilers,
the robot
fucking
fights.
controlling those robots, man. You know, I've heard a lot of people complain and say they hated it and it was horrible. I had a fucking awesome time. I walked away feeling like I had
Shit.
been on an amusement park ride.
Pastor Joe's trying to call in, guys.
All right.
Pastor Joe?
Yeah, Pastor Joe's trying to call in. Hold on.
Pastor
Well, we're in,
Hey, let's.
Texas?
Can we call? Can we call him?
no. Well, no.
Okay. I told him. I gave him the number.
Okay. I'll look at the screen. There he is.
You got him.
Yeah.
Pastor Joe.
No, this is Paula Dean. Hi, sugar.
Paula Dean, how are you?
Yeah, I got some butter here.
How have you been since your fall from grace?
Well, you know, the whole race thing. I mean, I only said the N word.
She must be doing bad because
Sorry about that, man. I had a good time.
dude, I was ready to go with it.
Yeah, we're ready to go with
Sorry,
it.
man. I stuck there. It's because I got to deliver my mail, so I don't want my customers to look at me all crazy.
Hey, we got Keith Spurlock in here. We got Dirty Devo. We got.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What up, man?
Animal. We got Lestine Thomas from Wales. We got
Oh,
Who is it? From where?
I'm
Lestine
from
Thomas.
Wales, yeah, and I'm seeing a sheep here.
Oh, that's Pastor Joe's sheep.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, man? Oh, man, it's so awesome to hear everybody went to the place. The Dirty Commuter's on, huh?
What was that?
You guys are getting really
The
hard to
Dirty
understand.
Commuter is on right now?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm here, buddy.
Who
Jump in.
else from Wales? Was that Thomas Kidd? She said that?
We got Low Animal in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hell yeah, man.
I thought Thomas Cale, he's on Skype. Is he on? Did he call him?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Anyway, I haven't seen it. I didn't even see yours popping up. So hopefully not.
I was trying to call you, Ray.
Yeah, that's what they said. I was looking at the wrong screen. I'm zoned out. I've been zoning out. I like focus on something and it's
Ray's
like
been doing this for a really long time.
yeah.
We were talking about pop culture, Nick. We're talking about movies that we've liked, that we've watched.
Yeah, man. So, what you been watching lately?
Well, actually, guys, I just wanted to call in because I wanted to listen. I have to be delivering my mail and stuff, so I'm gonna put it on. I wanted to put it on mute. I guess I'll put it on mute, and then I'll listen to you guys talk.
Well,
but yeah, because I got to concentrate. I don't have my Adderall. I haven't had it in a few days, so I'm not gonna be able to get this mail out, and then I'm gonna get fired. So.
well, we got a bunch of people on the line, so I don't know if you might get cut off
Cool.
just because
Oh,
I
it's
can't
okay.
have tons of
I just
people
wanna
on.
listen as much as I can.
All right, brother.
Hey, take care, buddy. You go
You
deliver
too,
that
man.
mail.
We love you, Mick Guzman.
Yeah, I will push it. Man. Y'all take care.
Later, Mick.
I'm gonna be on mute. I'm still listening to y'all. So
All right.
you'll be able to talk to me. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to talk to you.
All right, dude. So pop culture,
All right.
guys. Like, Ray, I know you're a big fan of movies and stuff like that. What would you say was your movie from 2013? Let's start giving like lists. I like fucking lists. Let's start giving lists. Like what are our favorite movies from last year?
Dude, I haven't been able to have
see any new movies last year.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
I
like
saw that
way
every
behind
movie.
on movies. I haven't been able to keep up. I've been too busy, man.
I saw every new movie last year.
Saw that
so,
movie,
like,
animated movie Epic, and then I saw that movie with the turkeys. Which one was that?
Wild Birds.
Yeah, whatever that was. I seen those two movies. That's all I saw.
Dude, Wild Birds looked funny as fuck, man.
I like
Wild-
Turbo.
It was okay. The
Yeah.
Epic movie was badass. The one where the fairies are fighting off Rot.
Yeah, Epic was pretty cool. I watched Epic. I liked Despicable Me too. I like Monsters U. That was pretty good.
I watched Monsters U too. That was funny as hell.
I really liked Star Trek, man. That new Star Trek movie. Like,
No way.
I forgot about it, but that movie was fucking awesome, man. J.J. Abrams knows how to do Star Trek.
I did not like that one at all.
Dude, I love that movie. Dude,
When it's like it was the one scene where old Spock calls in, and it's
Yeah,
like
and
I
tells him how
can't
to
tell
kill him.
you. He's like, I can't tell you how to defeat this guy, but let me tell you
What
how
I
to
did.
defeat this guy. It's like
On!
it's I don't know. It was just like it's like he's Skyped in, you know, Skyped in, and he's like, I can't do it. It's like, but please, like, okay, I guess I'll just tell you how to end this movie. I don't know. It seemed horrible writing, and I'm tired of the lens flares, man. That's why I'm not excited for him to do Star Wars. Not that I even give a shit about
Anything's
Star
better than
Wars.
George Lucas, man. Like George
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah,
Those
but
last three.
still, it's just gonna be lens flare city in like, I don't know. I'm not. He's not as good of a director as I think
People think he is.
Yeah,
I don't know. Lost was awesome.
Yeah,
So was Super 8.
Super 8 was
Super 8
definitely
was sweet,
awesome.
dude. Super 8 was sweet.
The
That
first
was,
Star
like,
Trek was all right, but that second one was weak shit, man.
Man, I like the second one better. Like, I might be crazy.
Maybe.
I really liked that movie, man. I'll probably have to watch it again.
It was just that scene.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was so like lazy. It was. I don't know. I didn't like it at all.
I feel you.
I thought the end was funny.
You know what movie was really good? An independent movie I saw called Declare.
Future Folk?
No, I Declare War. It's a Draft House film.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty good. It's about like I was watching it with Caleb. I was trying to understand what they were trying to say, and Caleb's like really good with metaphors. He's like, "Oh, this is obviously just a metaphor for how it's always the young that are fighting the wars for adults." And it's just like, so we're pretty much what it's saying is we're sending our kids to war. And I was like, oh yeah, that's what I was getting out of it. Like Caleb just like me and Jason are watching it, we're trying to wrap our heads around it, and Caleb just is like, oh no, this is what it is, because it's like it's just these kids playing war, and so like they imagine their guns, and so it shows like their imaginations. It's a cool movie. That was an indie film, like Draft House Films. They make some pretty good films.
Hey, tweet that out, Drew.
I Declare War. All right.
Yeah, tweet that out. I like
Where's
to
it
check
at? Is it on Netflix?
No, you'd have to get it
Amazon?
from like Amazon.
Okay.
It's not out. It's not. It should be soon, man. Draft House Films they throw a lot of stuff out on Netflix.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
Draft House, you could probably get it straight from Draft House. Draft House-
my favorite movie from last year was definitely Gravity. Like when I saw that in the theater, dude, I was gripping the seats during certain scenes, and there wasn't a whole lot of dialogue in the movie, but the emotion came through, and I really fucking enjoyed that. And
Man.
then a documentary I enjoyed was Sunset Strip that I saw. I don't know if it came out last year or not, but
yeah,
those were awesome.
Well, oddly enough, man, I was not super impressed with Gravity. Like I don't know why. I thought it was visually stimulating, but I don't know, man. Like the visuals were cool, but it was just kind of like I'd watched so many movies that were just like visually stimulating to me, and I was like, I don't think this is like as great as as long with like American Hustle, man. Like everyone was trying to make American Hustle out to be like this is like the best movie I've ever seen. It's okay, like it's pretty good, but I actually enjoyed the counselor a lot more, and everyone shit on the counselor. And I thought the counselor was badass, man. Like, everyone shits on Cameron Diaz in that movie, but there's one scene that she pulls off, and it's like her one scene is what actually like sells her in that movie, and that's what makes her effective for that role. So
I missed the counselor. The counselor was one that I was wanting to see. I just haven't had a chance.
yeah, it that was pretty good. But I don't know, probably Wolf of Wall Street for me. Wolf of Wall Street was probably my favorite movie of the year.
Izzy, you liked Meet the Millers though, and I thought that movie
was funny, dude.
I thought that movie sucked dick. I
movie was
literally
awesome.
watched the whole movie and then was mad at the end. I was mad because people had talked it up, and then I watched it and I was like, "That's it." It was a romantic comedy.
Yeah, I didn't like it too much. I don't know. It
In
seemed like
the beginning, I got my hopes up. Dude slinging weed. I'm like, "Ooh, this is gonna be like a funny."
Yeah, it was
pop
too
and then
family.
no one smokes weed in the whole movie.
Yeah, it was like caught between like family romantic comedy type of thing, but then the characters are like a stripper and a weed dealer, and it's like, but they I don't know. It seemed really weak. Like it didn't go too far in either direction.
And I thought it was cheap when the kid's nuts blew up real big. I'm like, oh yeah, no one's done the whole ball thing before.
Dude, I laughed my ass off during that. Couple of comedies, like there was a few good comedies. This Is the End.
I liked that one.
I haven't seen This Is the End, man. I didn't get to see that.
And then the one with Simon Pegg and The
World's End.
World's End. Yeah, I like both of those.
Yeah, The World's End was pretty good, and I actually like passed out, like, cause it was like I was super tired when I went and saw that movie, and I had like a few too many probably to drink, and I just passed out.
But I fucking love This Is the End. I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, I heard that movie was really funny. A lot of people rave about that movie.
Fell in love with the show Naked and Afraid in the year 2013.
Yeah.
Naked. Tell me about this show, because I haven't seen an episode. I saw some previews.
It's so ridiculous. It's just they take, like, I guess people submit that they're like survival experts or they're survivalists. They like to go out in the woods and try to be survivalists. And they take a male and a female, and they just send them somewhere. They don't tell them anywhere where they're going. And then once they get there, they have to get naked. And then they have to survive for 30 days naked and afraid. It's freaking crazy.
I enjoyed Orange Is the New Black.
Oh, that was great.
All of the
great series.
Netflix stuff is
Even Derek, the one with what's his face, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, Derek was good.
That was good. It was I bawled my eyes out at the last episode.
I haven't finished that one yet.
Where he gets back together with his dad or whatever. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was crazy. Funny show though. I like Carl Pilkington. He's hilarious.
Yep.
What's going on, gentlemen?
What up, Waterboxer?
What up, Waterboxer?
What up, dude?
You guys are still doing this, huh? Who got some sleep, Ray Taylor?
No, I have not.
I passed out.
Right on.
I've been up for 24 hours now.
I stayed with Ray Taylor not getting sleep because I wanted him to know that I was committed with him.
Donate Yuck Nasty.
Fuck yeah.
Yuck Nasty.
GoFundMe.com/yucknasty.
And you guys, that's powerful. You guys are keep going and going and going. That's badass. So what's the money at right now?
We're $160 away from Keith taking mushrooms.
Oh, we are. God damn it.
Beautiful. How
I think
are you
PJ
taking,
helped out with that one.
You taking like 10 grams, or what are you doing?
Like 5, but still that's too much.
I want to see that live, man. I want to see that live. So how did the Naughty Show thing go last night?
It went good.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm not sure who else called in, but I know you guys had a routine. There was still maybe today some people call in. I know one comedian who was kind of sick. He was at the doctor's yesterday, but Tony wants to call in. But he was sick. I think he did that Texas thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants to call in, so there might be a time today. I'll let you know, man.
Sweet.
But I was badass. I was freaking amazing what you did. You know, I couldn't believe how many people were on. So when everyone's rambling about it, it's fucking awesome. So how you guys feeling?
Rough.
Yeah, dude. It's we've been like powering through with pop culture here. That was a fun topic of conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm doing well, man. I'm just kind of chilling in my couch, showing Devo my balls.
Yeah, Waterboxer, I feel great, brother. It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, dude, absolutely, man.
Oh, I'm happy to see all these faces. This is like, these are all the podcasting giants of the Death Squad independent world.
Yeah,
so
dude, thanks for repping our shit hard, man. We really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, this is a good cause, man. It's a good cause, and this cause brought a lot of people together. You know what I mean? That probably wouldn't come together. Not just the people, not just the soldiers, but the artists. I think they were really touched by this, and I was, dude. I was single.
Well, I think in general, the community that we all originally started had kind of slowly drifted apart or not, wasn't as active, and I think this just kind of brought everyone back together. It's kind of like a reunion. Pretty much.
Well, I think you see an evolution of the community is what in my opinion, from someone who is a quiet voice, and I'm not a member of anybody, but I saw an evolution and a maturity. I saw some of the really mean people just disappear. That was a nice thing. There were some mean people. I think they're gone.
No, we can call them by what they are, cunts.
Cunts. Yes.
we saw some cunts that are no longer around, and there's a lot of cool people to be in this community, and you realize it's going on 3 years for a lot of us that have connected in this community, and to see like when we all hang out, I can't wait to hear the stories of this Texas tour that they had because I know that the times that we came together in Ohio and got together and had our parties, man, there's legendary tales that we've experienced that one day it would be awesome to see on film or be told like in a book or something like that is still fresh. But there's been some awesome experiences from Death Squad Ohio, that's for sure.
Hey, that first video I saw yours way back when that you posted, I thought, wow, that's so nice what they're doing. You captured. Do you know what I mean? It goes back maybe, I don't know, 2012, 2011 sometime.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That video I thought was so touching. It's like, oh, they're achieving something. And I thought that was so beautiful, and I think in little ways, there's little satellites of that, you see that in the Northwest, we kind of have a little collection here of pretty good soldiers, that show up, and it's really nice. It's nice to have friends you have something in common with, other than being a neighbor living in the same state.
Dude, as somebody who's living in Ohio through the winter, watching like Instagram and watching the updates from somebody like yourself, you get to go actually hang out at the Comedy Store. And for a lot of us, and I'm sure the people from Death Squad UK and Death Squad Australia and New Zealand feel this way. Like, it feels like so far away, something that maybe one day I'll visit, but maybe not. But it's like this magical place that I, as a comedy fan, somebody who's paid attention, like I was a fan of Sam Kinison when he was in high school. Hearing Sam Kinison, seeing him on rock videos, seeing Andrew Dice Clay, like being a high school kid and hearing the Day the Laughter Died by Andrew Dice Clay, having it on cassette and not really understanding like why is he being a dick to all these people in the like not understanding it was a joke. Like I've loved stand-up comedy from Eddie Murphy Raw, and to see you get to go hang out at the Comedy Store, and recently when Ray and Yuck and Dogga and Jill and EDBs and all those guys went out there and hung out, J.R. Steiner, to see that, like we get to live through it through social media, through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that. And that's from the start of Death Squad Ohio, like from the first meeting. I had a fucking camera. Like I was documenting a lot of that shit because I knew here's something special. Like to be able to hang out with like-minded people who aren't judgmental. They're not cunts. They're cool to hang around. And they're some of my best friends now.
Let's be clear, Izzy, you brought that camera to the first meetup just because you wanted to have like evidence in case one of us ended up being a fucking crazed killer. There's a shitload of just random dudes from Twitter just meeting up at some guy's house down this dead-end road in Columbus.
Dude, ever since I found the internet and I connected with my interests from various places around the country, like I already had a taste of what Death Squad could be from my friends in the Mediocre Nation, who, like, what's going on with Yuck, where we're trying to raise money because his house burned down. I was stuck in the Salt Lake City airport going out to a live event in Salt Lake City, and I got I was on standby, and the flight I was supposed to take on early Sunday morning so I could get back home to Ohio, rolled over 16 times, where I didn't end up getting home until Wednesday morning.
Whoa.
And so on Tuesday, because it was looking like it might be towards the end of the week I might get home, on Tuesday evening or Tuesday afternoon, somebody on Twitter mentioned to Eric Tomorrow, who's the host of the Mediocre Show, that, hey, can we get this guy a plane ticket home? And within an hour, my plane ticket had been bought to fly home. And so I've already had that experience with the community, and to have it here with Death Squad, which is worldwide. I mean, to talk to somebody from New Zealand who's been up for 3 days gives you an example of that. But to see from that early day documenting that stuff and seeing how important that is over a period of time, so you get an understanding of your place in history through pictures, videos, and things like that. I love that process, and to see those guys doing it out there, I think is really, really impressive. And the fact that you get it, like hearing your name on podcast now, Waterboxer, especially going to see Kill Tony podcast, which is by far one of the best podcasts, best ideas for a podcast.
Thank you.
And if you're a comedian and you're listening to what they're telling you, by don't, like, just certain tips. I don't have any aspirations for stand-up comedy, but I'm like, this is the fucking greatest tool for comedians to come around since TV, since radio.
I couldn't agree more. That's one reason why I always hype that show, man. From the first time I heard it, and I've seen it a bunch of times. And at first, kind of quietly, I just kind of sit back. And whenever it was fun when Ray and everybody came out, and we interacted. And I love that show. It could be. I've said this before. It could be too smart, or not for the Iron Patriot and Red Band and their irreverence, because the show is very intelligent. You've got these accomplished comics breaking things down and giving these technical tips. And again, what makes it funny, Tony's very funny, but the Iron Patriot's irreverence and Red Band's comments make that show kind of go and break up the smartness for those who just don't want to sit and watch a comedy workshop, if you know what I mean. A great fucking show. And Tony's going to be a fucking star, guys. Huge.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, dude.
Man.
Dude, being in Dayton and seeing him when they came for the Death Squad tour in 2012, in the fall of 2012, seeing where I actually, the Red Band, I don't know if he still does a bit, but I actually got to go to his favorite strip club, which is the Living Room in Dayton. It's a dirtball strip club, but there was a girl who had a fake butt, and I noticed her when I first got there, and Red Band had asked me to come after the show to the Living Room, and like I met my wife when she was 17 and I was 18, and I had never been to a strip club before. And so, and they're not my thing. I went and I actually, like, I was ready to do a podcast with some of these strippers and find out, like, well, what made you become a stripper? Like, I wanted to dig into their story and who they were. And he was there just partying.
Is he child molestation?
Well, absolutely, yeah. But sitting there talking to him and experiencing that stuff, and seeing how funny Tony was that evening at the Dublin pub, and he, like, one of his first jokes was like pointed at me about me being Rick Ross, and maybe I was a little intoxicated, and it totally caught me off guard, and I wasn't prepared for it. And I've been a fan of his ever since, man. He killed the last time that he was here with the Death Squad. Not the last time, but he was here, and somebody said, "Why don't you go get me a pizza?" and man, he ripped into him. It was legendary.
A couple people talk shit to him, man, and he just destroyed them. He's like, it's before anybody knew who he was. He's like, I'm an insult comic. Are you really gonna mess with me?
Fuck yeah!
I write roast jokes.
That's
And then like the last time we saw him, it was like all, I don't think, that's the one you didn't come to, Izzy. Like it was all brand new material.
Yeah, dude, I was marrying somebody. By the way, if you guys are out there and you're not belonging to a church or you're in Ohio, I can do weddings. So hit me up.
Sweet. I've seen those pictures, and Izzy, what you said about seeing like my pictures, whether it's you or Yuck Nasty seeing my pictures of the ocean or whatever, or the things I see. For me, and I said this last night when I was like amped up on 4 rock stars and an edible. I see your culture from your point of view in Ohio, and it's very unique, and you represent that really well. It's very authentic, and you may see this and say, "Oh, that's interesting," or "That's that point of view." But yours is too. It's equal. Your podcast is very authentic from your point of view, from your region, and you keep it that way. You don't try to be something else. And for me, someone who's far away, I get a feel for your neighborhood, your community, your barber, your tattoo artist. You know what I'm saying? I really listen, Rizzy. I really do. And Izzy, your show, I'm not trying to suck your dick, but the production value on your show is fucking amazing. As someone who really does listen to lots of independent casts all the time, as well as all the pro casts, you do something very good. It's you got a unique voice, and you represent that area. I represent my area from my point of view. You know what I mean? I'm a Los Angelino, but there's nothing better about either point of view. Do you know what I mean? Just like Cleo.
Right.
I like
right.
It's all for me. It's part of my growth here on Twitter. I meet all these interesting people, and the more I'm on Twitter and interact, the more my mind gets open. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just is like I say, whatever sunrise pictures I have, I see some ocean pictures or your culture of your community. That's what your show gives me as a listener. Like the names I just I listen because those are people who are guests.
Yeah, brother.
People who don't listen don't know, but that's part of your area and your community, and that's what I really like about it. That first, your voice is so true and authentic, right?
It's also inspirational, man. Like that's the whole thing. Like Izzy. I mean, it's just like shit, dude. I wish I could produce as good as podcast as Izzy. It's like,
dude,
you're
good. When Drew first contacted me, because Drew contacted me about getting together a podcast, and when I saw what Ray and Postal Poet and Mish the Dish were doing, it was really when I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking do this. Like I've been a podcast fan for years. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put it out there. And once I got the Zoom, like Drew can tell you, the advice I give any podcaster, don't come out like if you're planning on doing it long term, at some point you have, unless you're Mitch, who she can do it well for a long period of time, but for most people, get your sound correct, save up your money, and come out, because there's so many podcasts out there now that if you're going to put something out there that you're pouring your heart and soul in, none of us get fucking paid for this. And we put a lot of damn time, a lot of our free time into putting content out. And the fact that we do that, you have to understand, if you're coming out with something that sounds like you're listening to it through mud, people are going to abandon that and move on. And I'm not saying don't come out and try it, because if you feel like you want to do a podcast, do a podcast. But
absolutely,
just like life, you don't crawl your whole life. You get up and walk, you get up and run, you progress, and you move forward. And if you're like, if a podcast is just a hobby and it's just something that you don't want to invest a whole lot of time in, that's fine. People will come and go. But if it, like when I see the what the fuck are they talking about podcast, and you see that they put out 140 podcasts, like, to see the consistency of podcasts, that's, as a listener, that's what I enjoy. And so as somebody who puts it out, that, like, I strive for that. I don't try to make my podcast sound like anybody's. I know what I like, and I know that whatever I'm putting out, people enjoy. Like, I'm super critical. I can't listen to a lot of the podcasts that I'm actually on because I get so sick of hearing myself. and so, like, to edit stuff in, I'll look where the timestamp is and go back through and listen to something like that. But you have to find your own voice and you have to progress. But come out planning for, at some point, your podcast steps up the sound.
We should have recorded at the camping trip.
Hey, real quick, you haven't said hi yet, man. We got Thomas Kale. Is it Kale?
Oh, shit. Thomas Kale, what's up, dude?
He's just been chilling the whole
Our
time.
Our Brits from Germany.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm back in England now, Keith.
Oh, right on.
I know. Back home. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, sir.
How y'all doing?
Good,
brother.
Hanging in there.
Fantastic.
See,
How
Ray's,
you, man?
I'm good. Been following you guys a few hours now. I'm just sort of giving up with a bit of uni work, so thought I'd call in, say hi, show my face.
It's beautiful, share love, and an example of this community. Everything under this desk wide umbrella is colorblind and borderless, as I see. It's become a real international community, and everyone, no matter where you are, is a part of it. So our things wherever. What part of England are you in right now, Thomas?
Right now I'm up in Leeds.
Okay.
So it's sort of middle north England.
Not too far north. Now, how's the winter been?
Miserable.
Well, I've got a comment about winter. As someone who's never really experienced winter with 10 months of sun, I realize that gives everybody something to talk about and relate to. Is the change in winter? Think about it.
Dude, the fucking weather sucks when it gets
sucks,
cold,
Dick.
man. There's nothing great about it. Like, it's like it was negative. It was like negative 50 last week for a couple days, and our car doors were frozen shut. And dude, it sucks. There's nothing good about negative 50 degrees.
Yeah, I got to tell you, if I had the opportunity and the funds to move to someplace where it's warm and sunny all the time, I would. I would pick up and move, and I'd live there all the time. But it wasn't my choice to stay in Ohio. It was like I got married, and that's the choice that my wife's family was here. So I was ready to move a long time ago. I'm glad I stayed, and it does make you tougher. It does make you like, oh shit, here I gotta, like, it makes things, it makes you have tougher skin, but it sucks, dude. It is not fun at all.
I couldn't imagine. Izzy works in a freezer. He probably had to step out of the freezer to warm up last week.
Dude, yes.
Step into it.
Or step into the freezer to warm up. It's only negative 20 in here, guys. Let's get in here. It's warm.
Yeah, dude. As soon as you go outside and your nose hairs freeze, your fingers start hurting, your toes start hurting, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I know exactly what you guys are talking about. I had to put on a hoodie a little earlier, and it's gonna get to a point where I might have to put shorts on later. It's gonna be like 81.
Oh, fuck you.
It's tough, man. I mean,
Ray lives in a sunny area, but just doesn't ever go outside and enjoy it. Like some of us.
I'm the whitest guy in San Diego.
We're switching this over to a GoFundMe for me to move out to San Diego.
Bro, you guys, anybody ever hear that NoFX song called "Leaving Jesus Land"? Or go look it up. It's a fucking hilarious song, and it makes a very good point about America. The song essentially says, "Hey, if you're a fucking freak or alternative, fucking leave Jesus land and come to fucking California." Go check it out. It's worth a laugh. I love NoFX. I know Ray Taylor loves NoFX. He always throws in a NoFX song in his podcast.
I think I heard you talking about that on Logicast with Corey.
It's funny what you said and what Izzy said. I've been on like many podcasts. I've never heard myself on any one. I don't listen. My wife does. It makes her happy. I like that it makes her happy. I swear to God, it makes her really happy. It's like, oh, I could listen to my husband. But that's a great song, and everyone should look into it because it kind of suggests that kind of migration. And the new migration I'm suggesting is the green migration. Now imagine if a third of think about this. This has some legs. Okay, we have these green states. We got Colorado, Washington, and certainly California. Imagine if there was a green migration of the folks, the pro-cannabis majority, began to leave their states and migrate to the green states. Now,
Do you know how much rent would be? Yeah, what would happen would be rent would double or triple everywhere.
Well, you're seeing the negative. Let's look at the positive. What would happen is those communities that were the anti-cannabis minority, there would be a brain drain, a tax drain, and a workforce drain. All right.
Alternative Detroit.
This could really, I could see something passively. I think this is happening gradually. I do think, like, if you're a college student, let's just say you graduate, you could work anywhere you want, and you realize cannabis is no big deal, and you want to do it legally. I can see that a generation, and imagine if this is organized and people could afford it. Keith makes the point. It is expensive to live here. You know what I mean? And it's only going to get more expensive if everyone moves. But I could see that.
Yeah, dude. Like if we had legal weed here in Ohio, and Drew and Keith can attest to this, like we have tons of farmland.
Shitloads that grows nothing but fucking trash corn that no one eats.
Monsanto trash.
And it's not even. It's corn for pigs to eat. It's not corn for cows to eat. It's not for us. 90% of the corn.
It's not for
grown
them
here.
either.
Oh yeah, they're not supposed to eat it, but we
really
force feed it to them.
Yeah, dude. Also, the nice thing about Ohio, like, it sucks in the wintertime. Summers are beautiful here. But we have such a good drinking water supply, man. Like when the apocalypse takes place, we got good drinking water. We got
it's a beautiful state. Like the interstate system that we have here in Ohio is pretty fantastic. You can be just about anywhere in a day's time, and it's right near Canada. We have a Great Lake near us. In the spring and fall, Ohio is one of the most beautiful spots you can be in, and the people are cool. Like it's a purple state. It's not necessarily a red or blue state. There's a lot of conservatives in certain pockets, but there's cool areas that we have here in Ohio. And talk I had with Duncan Trussell a while back, where he talked about make your area cool. Like if you don't like your area, do something about it. And that's kind of what we've tried to do with Death Squad Ohio. And the last hot comedy show that we had, that was a huge success, and it started from comedy fans. But Ohio itself, like the amount of cool people that are here is pretty awesome.
Yes, sir.
Think about the states of Ohio and New Jersey. How many talented people have come from there? I'm not just blowing smoke. A lot of talented people come from New Jersey, and Ohio, you've got a lot of great boxers that come from there, right? And how many, not just Red Band and Tony Hinchcliffe, a lot of folks have come from Ohio. So now where does Dave Chappelle live?
Dave Chappelle's in Yellow Springs.
Yeah, that's fucking coolest That's the coolest motherfucker on earth.
That's about halfway between Drew and I. Is Yellow Springs, and it's a nice little spot. It's kind of a hippie bohemian type area where Antioch College was, and it's there's a great rap scene developing there now with Dave Chappelle's brother William Chappelle. There's the Village Fam. It's a nice little rap community that's developing, and they're all like, you go to these shows and it reminds me of the Death Squad meetups. Everybody's cool. There's a diversity with this hip hop community where they don't seem to care much about like wealth and rims and all that shit that a lot of people stop listening to hip hop about, but they seem to promote positivity, cannabis, just being cool with one another and having a good time. And so yeah, it's a nice spot. He picked a great spot to live. Yellow Springs is a great spot to live.
Well, his dad used to teach there at Antioch. So.
Yeah, but he could have left, dude.
He could have left. Yeah, it's true.
Wants to raise his kids. Got a Filipino wife. Word up. Yeah. And no, he's a cool motherfucker. And yeah, the first time I saw that was
Filipino.
Yeah. Pardon?
Oh no way. What do you think? I'll let you finish, but what do you think about Pacquiao, man?
2 years ago, Pacquiao could have beat him. I think Floyd knew that. And I think every fighter,
I think
especially,
Pacquiao's too much going on now. But let you.
I think he's a great fighter. No, he's, I totally love the dude. I don't wear any face of any fighter T-shirts except for him, and I've liked him well before I even met my wife. Believe it or not, followed his whole career and how many divisions he dominated in. Rumors about PEDs, I don't really want to even go into about him or any professional athlete. I think a couple years ago he was peaking and he was in a zone, and I think he could have given us that could have been the last great boxing match of, or the first great one of this century. For various reasons, it didn't happen. And if it does happen, I don't think there's going to be much interest. I don't think he's the same athlete he was 2 years ago. And I could say the same thing for Anderson Silva. And that has nothing to do with their character. It has to do with the fact that they've aged. And speed goes quick. We heard last night Adam Hunter was on from MMA Roasted. He mentioned that with these athletes rely on quickness. And also, too, when you've been knocked out a couple times, physiologically it changes you and psychologically it changes you. It's just a fact. So those are things to really think about. I want to see Pacquiao fight. I'll still see all of his fights. I just don't think the big payday isn't there. But he is the pride of the Philippines. And when you're from a tiny country that doesn't get a lot of heat, you have to understand the kind of, not the stuff you hear reports on, but how he is beloved by his people.
He's going to be the president of the Philippines one day.
I will tell you, one of the things, aside from him slowing down and aging and the fight being delayed, I do think that Love Dogs. I think he got distracted doing movies, doing the political things, giving away all his money. And as a warrior, we saw this with Mike Tyson too. Something about the hardship and poverty, that stuff makes you the killer you are. Once you got millions and millions of dollars, some of that hunger does change. It just does. The motivations change. And
it's like every metal band that ever made it.
Yeah.
They've got that angst, that hate, and everything, and then all of a sudden they put out that one record, and everyone buys it, and all of a sudden they're rich, and then they try to make another record about being hateful, but when they're getting limo rides and private jets everywhere, it's kind of hard to be mad.
Yeah, I think that's true with a lot of art forms. It's like when you don't have the fear or the hunger because of money, like a lot of things that scared you, that motivated you in the past, aren't there anymore. So it's hard to keep that motivation to be creative instead of just like resting on your laurels and just coming out with, like, if you're a band, just coming out with like a half-assed thing, The energy's not behind it,
or the artist changes over time, and for the artist to still be creative and put out stuff that's relevant is probably difficult. And certainly a fighter is an artist. There's a lot of variables there, but speaking of martial arts, I think it's very cool what Joey Diaz announced on the Church on Monday, which is the partnership with 10th Planet, that anybody who is, quote, a certified member of Death Squad can train for 1 month for free at a 10th Planet location in their area.
How do you become certified?
Yes,
is there a class I need to take? Do I need to contact Monkey Todd?
No, that was I said that in kind of quotation. So Joey Diaz said that. You know what I mean? Is
that dude even still alive?
Monkey Todd?
Yeah.
Did he ever exist?
What? Yeah.
Unfortunately,
this is a positivity podcast, right?
Yeah. Yuck Nasty, donate to Yuck Nasty.
Yeah. Donate to Yuck Nasty. You donate $500.
GoFundMe.com.
Piss anywhere you want me to. I'll piss my pants in public.
Wow! Right on. Are you wearing sweats so we'll be able to see? Not dark.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna film it. We'll do it up. The proper way. We're gonna do it up proper pissing of the pants.
I would, if someone does donate for the pants pissing, I think they should go with like maybe middle of the mall or somewhere like that.
Public. It's got to be public, and it's got to be.
But it's also got to be inside somewhere. It can't just be an outside pissing of the pants. You have to, like maybe in McDonald's. I think that'd be a good.
You got to go to a women's restroom.
Oh.
That's
That's just fucked up on a lot of levels.
No, in front of a
I mean,
bunch
that
of
could get
women.
me some jail time.
That's true.
There's got to an element of humiliation. It's got to be in front of beautiful girls, like at a Hooters, or whatever you find beautiful.
During a lap
Maybe-
dance.
Maybe yeah.
During a lap dance.
Oh, did anyone happen to hear the history of the lap dance via Eddie Bravo on Eddie Bravo Radio? Funny shit. you got to tune into the episode with Coco because everyone knows that Eddie was a DJ in a strip club, right, for many years. and you got to listen to it. I don't want to ruin his story. But in LA, LA, everyone thinks it's so wild. People don't realize that strip clubs here you can't drink, right? Oh, we got someone online. The full nude bars you can't drink alcohol, right, in Los Angeles. And Eddie documents being in strip bars as a DJ for 10 years. There were no lap dances here. And in the episode with Coco, he tells the whole story of how it went from no contact to a little contact to, full contact, let's just say, in certain places. We got someone on the line, huh?
What up, Matt?
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing, buddy? Matt Thomas.
Good. Is that Ray?
Yeah.
Are you still on, Ray?
I am still on.
Your picture's not on Ustream, so I had no idea.
Oh yeah, I was eating, so I was.
I was watching from my phone and driving, which is incredibly safe.
Have you been up for 3 days?
Yeah, I've been up for 3 days on a bender.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, I was want to talk about pissing your pants, so I figured I'd chime in about now.
Hell yeah! Why did you? Do you have a pissing your pants story?
No, I don't actually. I was just checking in. No, I actually wanted to say, Ray, I have not forgot about this. I just have been extremely busy. I listened a lot last night. I don't want to disrupt your guys' MMA conversation because, frankly, I know nothing about it, so I would add nothing to your conversation. But I just wanted to check in real quick and just let you guys know I'll be on a little bit later, but
awesome,
also
man.
to let Ray know that I haven't forgot about this. And I did listen last night, but I just didn't call in. So.
Well, thanks for calling in, man. And I guess
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
talk
sure
later too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Added a lot to everything that was going on, so I'll let you guys get back. But I'll be chiming in later. So.
Oh, dude,
Awesome,
thanks
man.
for supporting me.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Not a problem. I'll keep listening. Talk to you guys later.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, Matt.
GoFundMe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yuck nasty.
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.com/YuckNasty.
Hey, before I go, what is the just out of curiosity, what's the donations up to? I haven't had a chance to look
I
at
was
it.
just about to look.
Yeah, I don't know.
$6,867.
Oh
Who
shit!
are the last people that donated? I know Mick Guzman donated.
Yep, he just did $20.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Did somebody mentioned something last night that there is not only that location or that website that you can donate to. There's other ones that are out there that are maybe not reflecting
there's
the
one
entire
for
total.
Timothy Gay. There's Timothy Gay as well. That's Chuck Nasty's real name.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's
All right.
another
My Maxwell
GoFundMe.
just donated $5 for Alex Cass punching himself in the face last night. You guys missed that. That was hilarious.
That was awesome.
Oh, dude, Debbie
Yeah, I was
Diaz, Miami donated $50.
nice.
Sorry.
I was listening till about, I don't know. Well, I'm Central Time, so whatever about 1 a.m. was. That's probably 11 your time. I don't know. What are you guys 2 hours behind over on the west?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
Ray's delirious at
That's
this
really
point.
Yeah.
A lot to it.
Word.
Word.
Ray hasn't taken mushrooms, but if you do stay up for 24 hours, you will start to hallucinate.
I'm already past 24.
It's true.
I'm 25 hours at this point.
I remember LSD trips that would last for hours and hours and hours, and then you couldn't go to sleep right away after they were done. You had to stay up a little bit longer. I can remember a time back in the 90s, one evening that was pretty crazy, and then the next day woke up and went canoeing, and by the time I got home canoeing, I just passed out, and it ended up being exhausting, but it gives you gives you energy to stay up. So maybe, Ray, at some point you need to.
I'm not going to go canoeing. I
think he might eat some LSD, but
The other
I'll do that after I canoe.
GoFundMe is up to $1,320, and that goal is $1,500.
Nice. And then there's Indiegogo for the Get in the Corner podcast also.
Is there?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta find that link and tweet it out. We gotta get some money going, man.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta get that going. Anybody listening? Come on, $5-10. You know,
mushrooms.
Let's just think,
man.
all this entertainment.
I'm almost really regretting ever saying this on this fucking podcast.
That's what happens when you drink early on a 24-hour podcast.
Like, I'm not regretting having to go piss in public. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Hey, you should
What you do for
at
your
least
friends.
put a hefty price tag on it. You're like, I need a solid $500 donation.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I have to piss my
yeah,
pants already.
just throw
because
$5.
It was $50 just to piss my pants, but it's $500 to piss my pants anywhere in public.
Well, and now since this going out live, and also this is gonna be recorded and be heard for forever probably. This fund, I brought this up last night, and I brought this up on every podcast in the last couple of weeks. The adult admission for SeaWorld is $89, right? $89 to go see captive sea mammals. All right, I'll match that. If you could prove to me you donated $89 to this Yuck campaign, you can meet me in South Bay of LA. I'm going to teach you how to paddleboard on a Saturday, and if there's dolphins out, we're going to see them. If not, once you get some basic skills, we'll go see them again. I can't guarantee we'll see them every day, but I see them at least 200 days a year. And why don't we put your money in the right place and put your heart and soul in the right place? I'm going to give you something no one can, right? And also, let's open your mind. You know, you like sea mammals. Let's go see them when they're free and wild. They're
Now,
much happier.
do they get their money back if they get raped by the dolphins? or does that actually cost extra?
Yeah, they have to pay
'Cause
extra.
I just want to know.
They have to pay extra.
You know, it might be their lucky day. Do you know what I mean? That happens. You know, for some people that might be, I think for someone like Brian Redband, that just, although that's the one person I am not inviting, okay? But if Brian Redband donates $500, I will take him out, okay? Click here. But there will be certain rules for him. He must respect, because if he fucks with my dolphins, Redband ain't coming back. All right, I'm just gonna dump him off and leave him. I doubt if that boy can swim very far.
Oh.
So that's a serious offer, though, everybody. $89. You donate $89 to this. You have a legit receipt. Show it to me. Anytime in the next year, you're in Southern California, you want to learn to paddle surf. And once you learn, because you got to learn at least how to stand up or stay on the board, even if you're laying, right? And you got to have enough courage to go out in the ocean because there's waves. But once you can break through those waves, if you could just lay on that board, we could paddle you out, and the dolphin will just come to you. An example: Reverend Roy Dizzle, one of my dear friends on Twitter, who's Death Squad, who I met through Twitter. I've taken him surfing, and his 17-year-old son took him out, and we just happened to have a pod of about 50 dolphin, and it was windy, but we paddled into them, and they just lay down, and they'll come right to you, man. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. And so this way, you're gonna kick out $89 that you'd spend on SeaWorld anyways, right? Put it towards our friend and go do something that few people probably can do, and I'm going to do that for you, right? And you want to take another person? For each person, $89. Prove it, right? You got 5 people? I could do it. You know what I mean? I might wear you out, but it can be done, with a willingness. $89. Think about it.
It's pretty badass water
Oh
bucks.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, it is.
So there's
one
like
thing I could
sharks
do.
out there and shit, right?
Water boxer knows how to box the sharks. That's why it's a boxer.
I just fucking punch those sharks in the face.
You know what? I would much rather go out that way than in a hospital on fucking chemo, man. All right? And quite honest, you got to look that you're taking a greater risk when you commute to work every day. You got to understand.
I walk.
That's
You know what?
exactly
There's-
what we're talking about, Keith. You're very dangerous out on the streets.
Last time I drove, it was very dangerous for just
Yourself,
me.
yeah.
So, a lot of people always say that. I think if you weren't raised around the ocean, you may have those fears, right? Of course, we know there are reports of people getting bitten by sharks all the time. South Africa and Australia come first, then Hawaii this year. But
it's usually warm water.
But Ray knows San Onofre. I used to live in San Clemente. San Onofre, which has got one of the best surfing beaches in the world, is populated with great whites all the fucking time. They're in cold water. It just isn't your time. And are they hungry or agitated or And if you watch a lot of the Shark Week things, there are times when they tend to hunt early morning, murky water. It's true. If there's one constant, that's one thing, and also too, accidents happen, random things happen. I actually never think about it,
If you told me the woods that I was going to hike through was just filled with bears, I probably wouldn't walk through that.
I wouldn't walk through them.
I mean, fuck that woods, dude. I'm not going in there. Or at least I'd have a machine gun or something.
Water boxer. I got to tell you, as somebody who watched Jaws, at an early age, that movie freaked me out so bad. The first time I went to Florida, I was fearful of getting in water, and there's times where I get in the water now, and I'm still a little holy shit, I have no idea what's underneath me.
If seaweed touches my leg and I didn't see it coming towards me, I am fucking freaked out.
And I would probably argue, whether on the streets or in the water, that fear vibration may attract more predators than just a empty mind. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, think about that in many ways. Maybe doing it a couple thousand times, you don't think about it, right?
I was just a kid, though, when I used to go to the ocean.
Well, I'm just saying that mindset, though. You think about that mindset, but I would say if you come to Southern California, I tell people, don't fucking go to Disneyland, don't go to Universal Studios, don't go to SeaWorld. If you're one of my friends on Desk Wide, we'll go to comedy, we'll go to Chinatown, get some real culture, and interact with the ocean. That's what this is what Southern California life is really about, do it firsthand from someone who grew up here and isn't a cunt. People talk about the shitheads from LA. I will tell you, most of those aren't the natives that were born and raised here. I'm not trying to be a dick, but that kind of, the folks that are local here get the vibration. There is a vibration, and those aren't the ones running for their dream or driving the Porsches often being, you know what I mean, with the gold chains and being dicks. Those are guys trying to be something, So I think there's a lot of cool people here. You just guys, probably like in your area, there's cool people, and then there's some people I probably wouldn't dig at all. There is cool culture here. Like I say, I tell everybody, go to Chinatown in downtown LA, right? Downtown LA you should go to. Fuck Disneyland. Downtown LA, there's Olvera Street, there's Little Tokyo, and there's Chinatown, one of the oldest Chinatowns in the United States outside San Francisco. You can go there, and there's a fucking 7-foot Bruce Lee statue that no one goes to, right? I got pictures on my Twitter and on my Instagram. Go there. You can go get real authentic dim sum. You can go to real Chinese doctors and get some of their badass medicine. I go there to get, I make this liniment, and I have for more than 20 years, called Dit Da Jiao. Go to this old Chinese cat in Chinatown, and he's literally 90 years old. He's bald. He looks like a character from the TV show Kung Fu. He's got just one long white hair that grows out of his beard that's about 3 feet long, right? And you come to him and you give him a recipe in Chinese for this stuff called Dit Da Jiao, and this thing goes back to the Shaolin monks, right? And you give him this piece of paper, and then he goes to all these little bins of all these roots and dried up bugs and everything, and he gives you this bag that's about 1 kilo. It costs you about $10. You take that and you put it in a big jar, and you put a bunch of vodka and tequila in it, and you let it sit for about a year. What you get is this stuff called Dit Da Jiao, which you can buy on the internet, and that's shit. You get the real shit from Chinatown. This stuff is also called iron palm liniment, right? It's got a great healing properties. You get a bone bruise, rub this on. You want to toughen up your hands, rub this on. It's actually got all these wonderful curative properties that I use for a variety of things, even for a variety of things, muscle aches, bone aches, and strains. It's good stuff, but you can go do that. And that's something that most people don't think of, right?
Are you buying snake oil? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
No, I make shit.
You're buying snake oil from a 1,000-year-old Chinese man.
It might scare you a little bit. This shit works, man. This shit works.
I just watched Big Trouble in Little China.
Fuck
so
yeah.
all I can picture is Egg just trying to give me some foaming potion. I'm like,
Actually, he's actually going to the guy that wrote the Tao Te Ching, Lu Zhao.
That's right, Lao Tzu. Right
Lao
on,
Tzu,
man.
yeah, that's it, Lao Tzu.
But that's a little element, right? And then another right next to that is Olvera Street, which is like the oldest Mexican like cultural little city, right? And it's all right there. Or like Ray's area, Old Town San Diego, right? Not the gas lamp, but Old Town San Diego, right? Ray's eating right now. But there are aspects of like Southern California culture that we grow up with and we see. Go on, Ray.
Dude, when I was younger and I was really into Guns N' Roses and a lot of that metal that came out in the 80s, like the idea of Sunset Strip and the Rainbow and those clubs back in the day, the Viper Room,
in there.
And then to play video games like San Andreas, and you're playing like a mock-up of what Los Angeles is. And I've always been fascinated with that area, dude. Like I'd love to see some sort of movie on Ciro's before it was the Comedy Store. Like I'd love to see. I hear them talk about like how it's haunted and how they had a lot of stuff go on. I think that would be a great movie for somebody to make, like what went on at Ciro's back in the day.
You should just go. Just go and experience it. It's a crazy place to just be inside and walk through. If you can get one of the comics to give you a tour, it's fucking like, don't even bother with the documentary. Just go, because it has an energy all to its own. It's very freaky, but very. I mean, you could see why all the comics call it, Clubhouse.
And I like that it's the last gangster place in Hollywood where you can. And hey, I have nothing against smokers; it's part of night culture. But people can smoke herb or cigarettes, and there's none of that, And it's got a roughness to it that I really like. Unlike, I'm not going to mention any other comedy clubs because I don't want to diss them. I love the Ice House, but there's other ones in Hollywood that aren't as gangster. Do you know what I mean? You got to be a little cleaner, dress up a little nicer, or the crowds aren't as gangster, or the comics aren't as ruthless. And it does have energy. And we've all probably saw that documentary, Sunset Strip, right? It's on Netflix.
Yeah. Great documentary.
Great summary. And it leaves you wanting more, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We love old. Go on.
Well, paying attention to like when Led Zeppelin, you heard the stories of Led Zeppelin when they were throwing fucking TVs out of the window. And as somebody who grew up where music was everything to me back in the day. Like I used to sit in my room and draw for hours and listen to Motley Crue or Guns N' Roses or Ozzy or just a lot of that music from them. And to think of a band like Led Zeppelin and that they were going crazy during that time on the Sunset Strip, and that Hollywood has this vibe to it that I mean, a lot of creative shit comes out of there. And now to have these podcasts come from there, and going back to Kill Tony, like you see the development of a lot of these comedians that go out there, but you also see the desperation in a lot of people that go out there trying to make it, and it's like, you have to be really tough to make it out there.
Yeah, and there's seeing a lot of that and seeing a lot of comics, like up and coming comics. There's a difference between the guys I think are the authentic comics, and there's a lot of folks there. Not a lot of folks. There are some that are just actors. Mm-hmm. That, do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I've got a good presence on stage and I could tell some cute stories, but they don't have that same feel as a real fucking dirty comic. You know what I mean? I mean down and dirty comic, not And I think Kill Tony also sorts out those. Oh, I want to be an actor or an actress, and I'm also doing comedy. Yeah. Dude, no, you got to be a fucking comic. And there is a difference though in here too. And almost when I walk on stage, I could say, "Uh-oh, this is an actor that's got some comedy bits," and not just that show, but seeing a lot of the stuff in the OR and stuff. But I love seeing real comics that are authentic. I think they're more gangster. They're like real rock stars.
Well, speaking of rock stars, somebody that I've been listening to his podcast quite a bit since he started appearing on various Death Squad podcasts is Dean Del Rey.
Oh yeah, I've seen him live. Funny motherfucker.
God, dude, a genuine dude who he's exactly like when he's on a podcast talking and he's talking to his guests, you can feel his passion in the music that he enjoys and the connections he's making, and just to see him out there trying to make a go at it with comedy and actually succeeding and getting to kind of witness that as his career's going, just like witnessing Brody.
Yeah.
Seeing Brody, like one of the first podcasts he did in Brian's bedroom, and like I was like, who the fuck is this? This dude is nuts. And then you realize, oh, it was just an act, and then you get to know him, and then to see him kind of blow up, being on the Oddball Comedy Tour, and then having his own show, which if you guys have not checked out Brody Stevens' show on Comedy Central, enjoy it. It's fucking awesome. It's one of the best shows I've seen on Comedy Central. And Brody, when he came here in Ohio and he performed in Columbus with Little Esther, like I hadn't seen anybody do comedy like he did. Like he is totally he's taken it to another level where he's taking chances. He's
very intense.
He's very intense and unique. And I remember talking to Tony when they were out here, and I asked him who like were the most unique comics out there, and he agreed with me that they were Brody, Joey Diaz, and Duncan Trussell. And talking about the energy at the Comedy Store, one of the places in Ohio that we've went to is a place called Go Bananas, where Duncan performed back in 2012, and we met up with Mitch Nutter, and we got to hang out, and it was a great evening. But that place has an energy. It's kind of off the beaten path, where the parking lot is surrounded by trees, so you like. If you wanted, like, people could smoke and whatever out there, and nobody's really going to give anybody any hassle. And there's a bar connected to it. So after the show, the comedian goes and hangs out at the bar, and just sitting there hanging out with Duncan for however long we did. And everybody was there, and it was all cool. It was one of the early Death Squad meetups. And you get that energy, you get that vibe from a place like that. And those places are special.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's
up?
The queen of the Northwest.
What's up, Joe?
What up, Joe? She's the queen of the Midwest now.
I am.
Oh,
in the
whoa.
Midwest now.
For good? Or for now?
For good.
Okay. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful place.
It is.
No, it's
I am, just to let you Sausage Fest boys know that the one and only, we'll call her the blonde queen of California, my lover, my girlfriend, my everything, my EDBs, is going to be joining me any second.
Oh, hey, maybe my wife could sit in. You guys could get some estrogen going. Then we can get maybe Dawn in there, and I could step off. Does that sound good too?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna try and get all the girls on here, and we're gonna kick your little sausage fest.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I need to take a nap soon anyway. I went to work. My alarm went off at 12:30 this morning for work, and I haven't been back to sleep, so I need to take a nap at some point, and then I'll be back on at 4. And I want to tell you guys, listen, if you guys are out there, at 4 o'clock when you join me, I'm going to be auctioning off an hour on Tales from the Hard Side. I'm going to be auctioning off a Duncan Trussell Little Hobo poster number 450 of a limited 666 copies signed, and a couple stickers that Duncan signed when he played at Go Bananas a few years ago. And we also have a Joey Diaz and Ari Shaffir poster from Chicago. It's not signed, but it's a poster nonetheless. And No Susquehanna, I know he's got tons of fucking shit that he's gonna auction off as well. And so if you guys want to get some exclusive Death Squad merch that we drove all over the fucking place the past couple of years to get, come join us at 4 o'clock We'll be auctioning them up.
Sweet.
Sweet.
It's 4 Eastern.
Eastern, yes. Sorry, I've been up for a while.
4
too. None of the
Pacific
ones-
is the
Right.
end of the podcast for
4
me.
Pacific,
100%.
Man,
Awesome,
Ray,
Izzy.
going strong.
Looking forward
Me and
to it,
Ray are
man.
Going strong.
Ray, you only got 7 more hours. It's
I know,
cool.
man. I know. Totally.
I mean, that's only like a full shift at work.
Totally like keeping the tremors down, man.
How much coffee have you drank?
I kind of took a break. I probably had 4 cups.
What's up, EDBs?
Edie Bees.
Oh, what's up,
Nah.
EDB?
Hey, what's up?
Good morning,
NorCal.
guys.
What's happening? Waterboxer.
Hello.
Get
It's
up.
Izzy.
EDBs.
My lover bear. Oh, did you?
I'm in bed still.
Oh.
Welcome
Rub
to my
it in.
bedroom.
So what's up, AD? How are you doing? We're a couple of us are gonna hand the baton and get the sausage fest out of here, and
Yay.
you guys get it a little bit softer, a little bit more feminine. By the way, the vagina garden of Death Squad, is that what you guys called yourself back in the day? Vagina garden.
Yeah, vagina garden. That's
Vagina
that's
garden.
It's right there. Vagina badge garden. Yep.
So that back in the day when you started seeing like girls, you started seeing women involved in Death Squad. It was like, you know, a lot of it's dudes. There's a lot of dudes. But it was cool to see women pop up and be interested in something that was so harsh. I mean, the word cunt got flown around like crazy on those podcasts, and to see you guys be okay with that is pretty cool.
Awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna go, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Sweet.
Later, Izzy.
Bye.
All right, guys. See ya.
I'm calling out all the badge squad.
Izzy always has to talk about his favorite word, cunt, before he leaves a podcast.
Cunt. It's like cunt.
And he has to be
I
okay
like
with everybody
it.
liking it.
I say it a lot, actually.
I'm calling all the girls.
Oh no.
Hey, Mish was on last night. I was sleeping.
Yeah.
She was on a few
She was on
times.
this morning too.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I got a question.
Sorry, talk, her and J.R. Steiner started getting into it. It's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm bummed I missed that.
Did Lisa Yak call in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, good. You got through. Anybody else? Like, I'm not gonna say famous, but anybody else call in? Because last night after I was done, I just like passed out about midnight. So how many? I know it was on the Naughty Show.
I mean, I was on the podcast. So I'm pretty famous.
Drew's
Oh, yeah.
still on the
Well,
podcast.
I mean, after Ray.
Yeah.
After Ray.
Um,
That's cool.
Oh,
though.
we had, see, after Eddie called, then Lee called. Who else called? Sam
No,
called. Gareth called. We did the Naughty Show. Mike Maxwell called.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Um,
And then, yeah, just
Dirk
good.
tried calling, but he couldn't get through.
Alex Cass
All right,
came on.
Cool. There might be a
Did
couple more.
Alex come on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alex
he
Cass
punched himself in the face.
Mike
I love Alex.
Mike Maxwell paid $5 for him to punch himself in the face.
Yeah,
and
Mike-
That's when I decided that I was gonna piss my pants.
Did he do it hard too?
Yeah, he
Mike
actually
Mike
did.
Maxwell posted the video up on Facebook.
Devo. Say hi, Devo. Hi, Devo.
She's
That baby.
Rocking the head blade. Right on. Dirty. I put you in touch with those guys, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. And tell you
Yeah.
what, if you're bald and you're skeptical about this device, it really does. It is the baddest thing to shave your head with.
They're good guys. Those guys invited me to like a couple things. They're really nice guys. Really nice guys there. And
They
I
sent
don't.
me the wrong hoodie. I ordered the zip up, and they sent me a pullover one.
All right.
I wanted to send back the pullover. They told me to go ahead and keep that one too, and they sent me this one, and I only paid for one.
They're good guys, man. They're really good guys. Last time Glory was here, Glory was out in Ontario, California, which is, that's like K1 stand up. They just hit me up on Twitter and said, "Hey, do you want to go with us?" And we couldn't go with them, but that's how cool those guys are. It's a great company. And anybody who
is Glory the same? Is that the same thing that like the same agency that like the Dutch agency that All Star used to be a part of?
I think in name, I think the name was purchased. I think it, are you talking about that? Anyways, in name, the Glory's done a series of, and it's K1 stand up, which is really fun to watch, guys. I love MMA and all, but just good stand up. fucking good stand up. It's just vicious and fun to watch. It's fun to watch. And those guys were cool enough. Just because I just tweet them to my friends that have bald heads. They just hit me up and said, "Hey, boom, you want to go?" I'm like, "Wow, okay, next time, man, next time." And I said, "Okay, well, next time UFC's in town, they may have some extra tickets." I'm like, "All right, brother, I'll take those." Yeah, I'll take those. But that's how good Twitter is, man. You give out love, love comes back.
Yeah, they sent me a free razor, a bunch of refills, the different lotions for your head.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay,
Okay.
Mish.
I'm gonna try to get my wife on here. My wife
Hey!
is. Oh. Do you guys want my wife?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh
Oh, let's Peanuts off here. Peanuts go. Peanuts go. Peanuts go. Peanuts go. Ray, you can stay.
Oh, I'm getting kicked out, huh?
I have a dick.
But you're
Yes.
hosting it, so you have to stay. No, you guys can stay for a little bit.
What about, is that other kid gone? So, I was on earlier, some guy.
JR.
Like, yeah, he thought he was like Jesse Pinkman. He kept calling me bitch. And then he was like, he's like, "I just want to put my hands around your throat and squeeze, bitch." And I'm just like, all right, buddy.
Whoa.
That was so funny. That
funny.
like interaction between the two of you,
Yeah.
was probably the funniest shit I've ever heard.
It helped wake me up a lot.
Excellent.
For
Should
sure.
I call the fucker in this place?
I was ready to pass out, and then you two started like going at each other.
Nice.
It's a Breaking Bad podcast.
Yeah.
I am the one who knocks, bitch.
Yeah. Just crazy. Everything he said, I would say something back and he'd just come at me. And he like made me hostile. He's like, "Is that your real voice?" And I'm just like, "At least I'm interesting, kid." He's just like bringing up shit like people thought of like 5 years ago. He's like, "Hey, everybody should get together." It's like, ooh, all right, Brainiac.
Mish, I fucking love you so much.
And if you don't
No
know
one
what I
makes-
was talking about, check my block list.
Whoa. No one makes me laugh like you.
Oh man.
Every day. 3 times a day.
so
3 times.
nice.
3 times a
Good.
day.
Like this seems like super organized and like everybody's waiting their turn and this is a bunch of podcasters right here. Girls, did you get my cards for Christmas?
Yes.
D is forwarding mine to me. He has it.
Oh, so he could, unless you want to send me a new address, Valentine's cards for the girls are going out soon too.
Hey,
Okay.
I got
I'll
2
text you my
cards
address.
from you.
Huh?
I got 2 Christmas cards from you.
2?
Yeah.
Like each year, like one each year?
No, I got 2 this year. Like I forgot to, say thank you, and then I got another one like way, just recently, and then I sent you a message saying thank you. I was like, did you send?
Cool down those. Like sometimes like one of the girls will be like, "I got a new job." I'll send them a card and be like, all the girls say congratulations. It's nice getting mail.
It's awesome. I love getting cards from you.
How is everybody else?
A-okay.
Nice. How long you guys been up?
Ray.
Yeah, I didn't go to sleep, man. I've been on since I got on last night.
Nice.
Went out to get breakfast a little bit, and then I came back.
Beautiful. Do we have anybody in like the lineup today? I know NH Leafs girl, she wants to call in. So another
I just
girl.
tweeted her.
Oh, okay. She tweeted me. She's like, "Should I do my hair?" And I want to be like, "Do you?" Because I look like a ragamuffin. But
Oh yeah, I'm totally.
Just your
I'm
voice.
rocking a Shield T-shirt. I'm nerding out and.
I think I got Old Navy. I've been up for hours and hours and hours.
Yoga pants. My hair's not
Yoga pants. Yes. The uniform for every girl.
I'm wearing the appropriate uniform for today.
Yeah, let me know if any other girls want to get on, and I'll take a break or get off, go to sleep, whatever.
Oh.
I mean, I'll stay up and support Ray. I was trying to help Ray through it. Like, hey, we're gonna do this together, but.
Well, we got Mike Maxwell's coming on
Go.
next. Mike Maxwell and producer Lex are coming on to host the next 3 hours starting at 10.
Nice.
I've been doing this like the whole time. And then that kid was all like, "Do you have a deformity with your head because the top of your head's in no pitches?"
Dude,
And I'm like,
Jared was. JR was destroying Mish, and Mish was destroying JR. They kept going at each other. It was so funny. Like, Mish was like, "How old are you?" And he goes, "Who you talking to?" She goes, "You." And he goes, "Say my name." He said, "Say my name, bitch," before I respond to you.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? If JR said that shit to me, JR, I know you're gonna hear this. I don't give a fuck. I would have your ass for that shit.
Oh yeah.
Say my name, and I'm
Say
just
my name. Say my name. I don't say anybody's name. Fuck you.
Do you have a husband? How does he listen to you? And I'm just like, you're soft. He was like trolling me. And then I look, he's got like 500 followers. So I don't know who the fuck he's
That's
trolling.
what really matters too, is
Like,
Twitter followers. That's the most important thing. It's Twitter followers.
well, when I got nothing else to go on, I might as well go off that, right?
I hear you, Mish. I mean, I thought you handled yourself well. I mean,
I did. He made like, I was like tweeting No Susquehanna. I was like, ooh, that guy made me go ghetto. Because usually I'm all like, hi, how are you? Welcome to Ramble On, Mish the Dish, blah, blah, blah. And this kid, I'm like, you motherfucker, I will stomp on your nuts and feed up to you.
Oh my God. You should just like cut that part of the podcast and sell that shit for money.
I did. I was like, can anyone splice this together and send it to Ben Affleck, like for my movie reel? For some money.
One of his Boston-based movies.
He said he would listen to your. He said if he listened to your voice for 10 seconds, he'd set the tape on fire.
Yeah, and I will give me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let the estrogen take over. I'm gonna get some work done, but I'll call back in later. I'll be listening while I'm working at my desk, and I'm gonna try to get my wife to call in. She's afraid.
Yeah.
She's never been on a podcast. Jill, you gotta tweet her up or something. She's like,
Okay.
oh no, but she's not a shy person. Trust me, you know that.
Oh, I
She's
know.
just afraid. So I'll check in a couple hours or something. Peace, everybody.
All right, brother.
I'll have her call whenever. Hit her up.
Love,
Peace.
love.
I'll be listening. Take care. Bye bye.
Ciao. All right. He's really good. Like I talked to him on that for the first I talked to Waterboxer like the first episode of the 24-hour podcast, and that's like when I first met him. And then I just recently did after like that year and a half we just did Jailhouse Stories, and that was like the first time I talked to him too. And he's real good on the mic. I think he went to school for it too, like he knows about like radio. He was pretty good, very good.
He sounds like Casey Kasem to me, sort of. He has a really good radio voice.
Very good. I do not. I sound like I gargle with gravel. That's what my go-to.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Yeah.
Steiner.
Hey, Mish.
Who's that?
It's JR.
Yes. How are you? I was just talking so fondly of you. How are you?
Good. Hey, I just wanted to explain myself. The only reason, well, first of all, this was 100% comedy, 100% for Yuck
Right.
Max. Like you know, I hope you know I was busting balls, and it seems like you're not taking it too serious. But I just wanted to call in and just make sure you knew, man. And I could tell Drew, all the fellas got it. Like, oh, he's fucking with her. You know what it is? You
Right.
have
I'll
a
fuck
very-
that though.
No, that's what I was gonna say. You have a very like forward way of speaking, like you know, with your accent, you're very open. So like, I take that energy and I'm like, fuck it, let's fuck around. And I'm glad you were a good sport. But I just wanted to call in and just say like, it's no drama. I you know, we're all a tight knit community, and I see Jill's over there trying to back you up and shit, getting gangster and shit. Like, ooh, if he talked to me like that, it will be up.
Oh hell no!
I would whoop your ass if you talk to me like that, JR.
But nah, I was I swear to God, it was 100%.
It was hilarious. The two of you
Yeah.
talking to each other was probably the funniest shit I'd heard.
Yeah.
And I kept rolling.
Yeah.
And it made me want to like
I
stay on
wanna
the
make sure you guys
podcast,
do,
man.
It's 100% comedy, 100% ball busting, and you know.
Because Mish is the queen of ball busting, you know.
Exactly. East Coast girls, we're very direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cynical.
So I
Right,
took that
gotcha.
energy and I saw an opportunity to make it spicy, and I'm glad you played along. So
All right.
love you guys to death. Let's get this estrogen podcast going.
Pussy.
I know, I tweeted at everybody. Edie.
Now I gotta unblock them.
Did you tweet me?
No, I was just gonna sing to you and tell you to put
let
your
me know
finger.
when
Do
I-
Put your finger.
So did no Susquehanna not make it?
No, he was there.
No, he's sleeping on the couch.
Oh.
He was on for like an
He was
hour.
on for a while. Yeah, he was
2
on when I
hours.
went to go get his breakfast.
I talked to him like briefly, but he was in outer space for a while, and so, and then I got in that beef with that kid. Crazy.
Mr. Dish. You are crazy.
And now
Ramble
he's gonna
on,
like
Mish.
listen
Ramble
to
on.
that thing, and he's gonna hear me rip him.
Ramble on, Mish.
Ramble on. The accurate weather forecast for the Boston area, 44 degrees. Can you believe it? It was like -6 like 2 days ago.
All the ice is melted, Mish. I can't ice fish anymore.
Oh, you like that?
That's fishing sweet, I heard.
I want to go ice fishing.
I do not.
Yeah, I
I
don't
like beach. I like shit like that. I don't want no frozen clam.
I want to know how Keith's feeling right now.
How am I feeling?
Yeah, hi.
Like I drank 15 fucking beers in like 4 hours last night.
Time for you to start
Yeah, you were, I was really surprised last night. I think that was the happiest and nicest that I've ever seen Keith ever.
Really? I missed it.
I'm always a nice guy. What the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ.
I am a nice guy all the goddamn time, Jill. Fuck you.
Yeah, what the fuck is your problem?
Another one who's called me every name in the book. Hi, Keith.
Hi. Well, I had to get on after the whole talk with JR and everything.
Oh,
'cause,
everyone seems to love that. Anyone else?
well, no,
Fucking
I'm just
hilarious.
saying that me being the other person who likes to give you shit all the time, I'm glad that someone else is taking up the torch when I'm not there to give you shit.
All right,
Get
guys.
all
We
angles.
need. What do we need? We need $88. No, not even.
Yeah, we're over
$78.
Shut up!
Eat a
Shut
bunch
up! Shut up!
Hey,
Donate $78. Got to GoFundMe.
Shut
Go
up!
Shuck Nasty.
Don't do it.
we're over $7,000.
No, we're
That's what I'm
not.
saying. Yes, we are. There's
I'm
100
looking at the GoFundMe, and you can't add other things to it.
Yeah, you can't add the other GoFundMe.
Okay, hold on. I won't add other.
It's 6/9/22.
Almost there.
Almost there. Let's just be quiet and wait.
Yeah.
Listen,
I want to hear Mish.
okay. Why don't you reload that page real quick, Keith, and tell me what that total says.
Oh, did you just donate $88?
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Oh, wow. Nice.
Nice, Jill.
What, you just transferred from Indiegogo.
I did.
You son of a bitch!
I did because it's a fucking donation. A donation's a donation, and when I put the totals out at the end of the day, I add up the Indiegogo and the PayPal
I
and
was
the
going by the GoFundMe page.
Well, guess what? She just went by the GoFundMe page. You better eat some mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Come on,
You're
Keith.
doing it for charity,
do it for
Keith.
me. You've slept in my bed before, dude.
I know, but at least I gave you a reach around for that.
You did.
Oh, that's so sweet. A little pickled stickle. Mm.
Tickled sickle.
It's only courtesy to if someone lets you sleep in their bed, you at least gotta play with it a little.
Is that protocol?
It is.
All
It's-
right.
At least in Ohio it is. I don't know how you do things.
yeah.
back.
You call beanbag toss cornhole. I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
So
that's
a
what it's
little
called.
different over
Beanbag toss.
there. Beanbag toss, kid.
It's cornhole.
Mish,
Yeah.
Mish, I love you. That's all I can say. You're so fucking.
Oh, I love you too.
Mish, like
Oh.
you and JR like got me like I was so ready to crash out after like once 7 a.m. hit.
Yeah.
Right. I think that was at like 5:30. Then I called in earlier at like 3 a.m. and I got about half hour in there. And that was cool. I was talking to, this is nice because like I have the screen in front of me, but I was on the phone. And that was Mike Maxwell. And you guys were on there too, a lot of you.
Yeah, I was on Mike Maxwell. That's when Alex Cass was punching himself in the face.
Oh, I missed that. I told him to call when I'm on too. He's fun. Depressing.
It was fun. I like Alex Cass, man.
Yeah,
We
me
had
too.
it was a good time, and actually, it's cool for all of us to have our video rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Ray, I just want to pet your beard.
Please do it.
No, I want him to shave that motherfucker.
Well,
gotta
if
raise
we hit our
$20,000
$20,000 goal, Mish, I'll shave my entire head.
See his eyebrows? Those are gonna be gone.
Those
too.
will be gone. Nose hair is
Like
gone.
the mustache twirl, like Dolly. That's really super cool. I like that.
Could do that.
And then I dug the hat last night. That was fly. And
So you're not liking my tired homeless look right now? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying to me, Mish?
a little more clean cut, but that's just
I
me.
smell good.
You do?
Oh, of course.
What kind of deodorant? I could huff men's deodorant all day.
I use some kind of natural.
Oh my God, right?
I
All
love
natural
it.
organic
I will go
deodorant.
into Walgreens or wherever you're from and just pop up the caps.
Dude, seriously? Like
Yeah.
Old Spice?
That's
so
what
good.
Old
Spice
Spice
smells
is what
like
I-
shit.
What I
Hey.
use.
Hey, Mish, what are you drinking right now?
I don't.
Yeah, some water and some lemon because I've been yelling, so I'm trying to calm my voice down. And then maybe, we'll tip into the liquor cabinet later. I don't know.
I've never known Mish to yell. I don't know what she's talking about, you guys.
Mish doesn't yell, especially not Jr.
Yeah.
All my tweets are like me yelling at people. And I say that too. I'm like, tweets are very heavy in sarcasm and even a heavier accent. So obviously people don't read my bio when they're coming at me.
I remember when I first started my podcast and I started talking to Mish. She's like, "Oh, hi, I'm Mish. Yeah, I'm one of the original two for IDC."
That's right, right? I think there was 3 of us.
It was you and Postal Poet, and then Izzy.
Yeah.
Right. I talked to what's his name? Joe, Pastor Joe today, and I'm just like, I was amazed because I was like, that's super far back. That's like 2+ years ago. So a lot of people make it correct.
Pastor Joe's made a lot of visits this year. He got in the corner and talked to Gay
really?
Elmo.
Oh.
Yeah, him and Gay Elmo had a nice little dialogue going on.
We should see if we can get Gay Elmo to call in.
We should try to get Gay Elmo to call in.
We should get Gay Tim to call in too.
Gay comma Tim is gay comma sleeping.
Yeah, I figured he was sleeping gaily.
Oh, it's so
He's
gay.
having a gay old
Hey,
time.
Keith, less
Yeah.
sitting, more mushroom eating.
I have to at least eat breakfast before I eat mushrooms, all right?
Make an
that's
omelet.
probably- man,
Go
you know,
and
I
get your
piss my pants,
breakfast.
so-
Oh, you fucking assholes.
And then I heard earlier, I read earlier, Izzy Rock tweeted, if you donate X amount of dollars, somebody's going to pee all over themselves.
That's
That was-
me.
That's Drew.
Donate $500. I'm gonna get someone to piss in public. Wherever you want me to piss in public, you tell me, and I'm gonna do it.
I think you cannot do like, I think Opie and Anthony one time, the same thing was like for sex, and they had like, these 2 people had sex in like a church, and then like Menino like completely threw them off the air. So I don't know. If you want to see Drew Sample pee, just recommend someplace easy like a parking lot. Don't do like a church.
Go to a
Well,
church.
here's the deal. Here's
Go to
the
a
deal.
mosque.
I'm not gonna whip my dick out and piss. I'm just gonna piss my pants.
I mean, we should make him do it at a daycare or a petting zoo.
Yeah, that's a great way.
Just stand up on your couch and face the window.
You need
No.
you need
Go
to
to
shout-
the mall. Go to
That's what I
Victoria's
said. It-
Secrets.
Go to Victoria's Secret in the middle of the store.
When they're having like their sale, they have those sales.
That might be arrestable.
It's like crazy in there. Stand in line and then do it.
But you have to be smelling
You have to be
something.
holding the bra when
Yeah,
you do it.
you have to be
holding
smelling
the bra
something.
and really inspecting it, and then piss yourself. Just be like, oh, yep, and then just put it down and walk out.
That did it. Has to be like a yellow bra.
That was it.
Drew, how did you come up with that you wanted to piss your pants for $500?
Well, here's what happened. So I was very tired, and Alex just got done punching himself in the face for $5.
Okay. I'm not going to do
So I was
anything.
like, you know what? I'll piss my pants for $50. And then Will from Will and Jay Save the Universe paid right away to have me piss my pants. And then I was like, well, let's up this ante a little bit. Let's see if I can get some more money. So it's like $500. I'll piss anywhere you want me to.
Wow.
Just my pants, though.
Right.
He's not wearing a skirt. He's not going to do
I'm
it.
not wearing a skirt.
Even
Yeah.
if you call it a kilt, he's not going to do it.
No, I'm not.
not
gonna
gonna
do
do
it.
it.
I don't own a kilt. Number one. Number two. That's just bad taste.
You should go into a kilt store and pee yourself, and tell them, "See, this is why I need a kilt."
Kilts are expensive too, man.
Oh, they must
Oh,
be
you don't have to
super
buy one. Just
expensive.
pee in the store.
They should be cheap.
Yeah.
It's really just one piece of fabric you wrap around yourself.
I mean, what
the
I'd
fuck?
probably have to do is be like, hey, this is totally a fundraiser. My buddy's house burned down, so I'm gonna piss my pants, and I'll just start pissing my pants. And I'll clean it, and then we'll leave.
All right, who's
not gonna
signing this?
Act like you're delirious.
Checkbook.
No.
Fuck is going on? And just piss yourself.
Yeah.
What we should do is we should just say the next Death Squad Ohio get together. Drew just has to stand in the middle of everyone and just piss his pants there.
Well, see, oh man, I think
just
that
throw $500. Then.
I think that if you give him a forewarning, it's almost cheating because he'll just bring extra pants. I
Oh
think
my God, yes.
if you donate the $500, I think that you have the right to. He has to give you his number, and then just at any time of your choosing, anytime you don't even know where he's at, he might be at work. You can just call him up and be like,
"Piss,
piss."
That's a brilliant idea.
You're like, I'm at a wedding.
When do you work next?
You owe me.
You working tomorrow?
Low Animal's
Piss it
gonna
up.
cut his hair off on live if somebody donates.
Oh, that's our boy. He's
Yeah.
really gonna cut that fro.
He's gonna cut it all off if somebody pays $500. So they have to request me to piss myself or him to cut his hair. Listen, guys, the reality is, I already have a public urination on my record. So
Seriously?
yeah,
But as long as you don't take your dick out, you won't get in trouble.
yeah. So yeah,
About
like,
your pants.
like look, guys, if I wouldn't piss in public, I wouldn't be on this podcast right now. Let's just get down to it. Pissing in public led to me being on this podcast.
And then earlier we had to talk to somebody's dad, and then like I got hung up.
That was
on.
my
That was
my
your dad.
Yeah,
Who
that's
was
my
he
dad.
doing?
Steve Sample, he's just an asshole. That's
He's
all.
an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
He's not. I sent him a really nice thank you note, and I told him, damn it, Steve, you make it really hard to call you an asshole. Because he donated, and he was really nice.
Yep.
I didn't write your thank you note, though. I think Dogs did that.
Yeah, that's all
I've
good.
met
I wrote-
Steve
I
before.
donated 20 more
He's a good
dollars.
guy.
Who's a good guy?
Your dad? I've met him.
You fucked him. That's why you're saying.
Well, I mean,
Hello.
He was good.
he wanted it. It's not like I just ran up and raped him.
Hello.
I feel like if you come to one of my comedy shows from that far away, just common courtesy that, maybe I fuck you.
Yeah, for those that didn't know, Keith is doing lap dances after his comedy shows for a little extra cash.
He
Are you like getting up in the balloon knot and the chocolate starfish, or is it just strictly?
Chocolate starfish.
They don't want any of mine. My roids are really acting up right now. I was just wiping some blood earlier, so.
Oh, you might need to sit on a donut.
No, I'm all right.
You're all right.
He's
you're
sitting
all
on
right.
a croissant
Make
instead.
sure you don't say that when Dogs is on.
Just a lot of dick rubbing.
Actually, in about 15 minutes, we're going to be restarting, guys. Just so you know.
All right.
Don't tell me how to live my life, Ray.
Shut,
You
shut-
don't know
shut
eat some
your face.
mushrooms.
Yeah, I can hang up on all of you right now.
Forgot about that.
Having a mushroom omelet for Keith Spurlock.
Yeah, eggs and mushrooms.
Why don't you have yourself a nice little bagel first? Coat your belly.
Bagel?
My bagel.
A bagel or a bagel?
Goddamn pussy, Keith Spurlock.
You can't. Whatchamacallit? That's peer pressure. We sound like
Do you
a
know how
fucking.
much better of an idea this was when I was drunk?
Yeah.
Have
Then
beer.
Then when I'm hungover the next morning?
It's called reaping what you
Dogs
sow,
have a
buddy.
beer for
It's part of life. Reaping what you sow.
I don't have enough beer left to really make it through the day.
Yeah. You don't need beer to eat
You
mushrooms.
know what? Liquor stores don't deliver.
I tell you. What?
No, they
What do you think
don't.
you are? Where- He's in Ohio.
I have to
He said they don't even have public transportation.
to get
Yeah.
front
Train.
He can't even ride a bus.
Oh,
There's 2 cabs in our whole town. And
Yeah, not
they
cab
cost-
companies, just cabbies. There's two
and,
cabbies.
and it costs $10 wherever you want to go.
no
It's actually a
kidding.
pretty good deal, dude.
Yeah, except
How much
for
is like rent out in
not
Ohio?
fit.
Oh, how much is rent? Oh, not much at all.
How much is rent for me?
Yeah.
Cheap.
So like, if you have like a bedroom,
cheap.
Oh, hey, that's
That's a funny statement. How much is
such a funny statement.
what's a one-bedroom apartment like?
My last one bedroom efficiency. I think I paid $325.
I paid in Toledo, which is just north. That's the big city for near where Keith is. I paid $415 a month.
I paid $950 for a
Oh.
one bedroom like 10 years ago.
And that included water too. I got free water with that.
Oh, yeah, all my utilities were included in mine for $325.
Jesus.
$325. That's my cigarette habit for a month.
Yep, that's why Ohio's great.
Like that.
Might not be as beautiful, but it's very cheap to live here.
Wow,
Yeah,
think
it sucks.
we
I
have
mean,
like a 700 square foot apartment, one bedroom with a kitchenette, $950 heat and hot water.
Mine included a washer and dryer as well, $415.
Oh,
That's nice.
oh my God, I could own Ohio on my pay.
Yeah.
just go buy Detroit.
I don't know.
you can buy all of Detroit for like $3,000 right now.
Actually, I mean, if the move to make is to buy like a
We should
warehouse,
start go buying houses in Detroit. There's all of Death Squad buy houses.
like here's the deal. So there's a lot of real estate guys that if you want to flip houses, they say don't buy in like war zones, and that's like all of Detroit. So you don't want to buy like you don't buy a house anywhere in Detroit.
Up and
Commercial
down
real
8
estate.
Mile, you don't want to go down there?
Ray, can we get a phone call?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have to call
Yeah.
in first. There's a
It
system.
just made me snort.
I did I snort along Christina Pajitsky on Your Mom's House. I'm like, it's like so hilarious. I don't know when I picked that up or like I have sinus problems, but I'm snorting like Charlotte Web.
Jill snorts a lot. I think I got it from her.
Who's
That
calling in?
means,
'Cause
I
we're
do
gonna
it all the
reset soon.
time now.
Yeah, baby makes fun of me now. If I snort, then she walks in the room and she'll be like,
Yeah, me too. Really attractive.
I'm not sure what's going on right now.
I don't
this is-
either. Women are
Every
weird.
time someone's face like every time someone's face pulls up for that they're talking, it's always someone making a snort sound.
oh, Keith went all racy again.
All I'm doing is like fixing my hair. Does everybody love this on the Ustream?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah,
My hair,
Hey, yeah.
my back, my neck, my back, my neck.
My 2-year-old has a really bad Massachusetts accent. He's got a
Right,
thick.
because you're from like Rhode Island, right?
No,
Or you
I'm-
live in Rhode Island?
I'm in Western Mass. I
Oh,
work
Western
in Rhode Island.
Yes, the journey commuter.
Yep.
Nice. So you get me. That kid, JI, he's like, I'm from New York originally. And I'm like, you should be all over this. You should be embracing me. Instead, he wanted to go Pitbull or Pitbull.
Well,
Yeah, but that
I'm
was
pretty sure that New York and Boston don't get along historically.
But that was
Yeah.
hilarious. It was like the funniest thing that's been on the podcast was JR and Mish getting into it with each other.
Agreed.
That was like the funniest thing. It was like the perfect
my
way
name,
to start
bitch.
the day.
Yeah. You know my name? And I was just like, oh. Then he was, I like the part too. He's like, you're like Fran Drescher. And I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, that's a compliment because the Jews are the chosen ones. So I was just all rolling with it. I was like, yeah, I know Fran.
Oh, we got a
I love
caller.
it.
Got a caller.
Oh, do we?
Caller, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, my friends. How are you today?
Oh, gay Elmo.
Yeah, Elmo, you son of a bitch.
Why you say these things to me? What's the matter? I called to help good friend. My friend, you guys know him? You know his name, Yuck Nasty.
Jock Nasty?
I just know about you and kids and inner souls, and it's very offensive.
Yeah. Joy.
Let me real quick. I have to tell you who I am and tell you about my life real quick, real fast. I want to say, first of all, that I love Young Nasty. I love him so much. And I just have to say that what you all do is so inspiring. It makes me want to just dance. It makes me want to cry. I want to cry my eyeball out, but I don't want to cry for Yak. But anyway, my name is Guillermo Bean. I am the author of a very good book, Help Everybody. It is deep within my anus hole. And sometimes it's a book about life and about finding one's anus hole, because once you find your anus hole, you can just see so much in life. You dig deep down within your anus hole, and so much come out. So much is found, and it's about the love. And it's on sale right now. And if you buy my book, I will donate the 22% of all book by.
Just 22%.
Please.
22%.
22%. I need money. I need to buy parrots. I need to buy clothes. I don't have many clothes, but the clothes I have, they look really good on me. I have to say that I really love the way I look in my new clothes, and it would not be possible if it was not for Yak Nasty. He helped me sell a book. He give my story out. He tell people my name. He tell people my story about love and about finding people's anus holes and helping them with their anus holes. Because once we help each other find anus holes, all life in anus holes can combine and make good life.
Guillermo, do you have any like recent experiences how you've helped someone out?
Real quick, I'll tell you one story. I was in a small village. It was in Ohio, and I have to say that I was in a small village, and I was in a town called Figarian, and I have to say that a lot of people that are good people, very nice, but they have not found their anus hole. I met one couple. They were homosexual, and I have to say that they were very, very interested in my book about finding anus hole. So I tell them, I say, come to my hotel room, and we have a couple drinks. And once I start to tell them that I'm going to try to help them find their anus hole, they're so excited. I can see it in their face. They're laughing and they're giggling, and they're just so excited about it. And so I start to ask them, I say, have you ever found your anus hole? And one of them looks to me into my eyeball, and he says, I found lots of anus holes. And I say to him, I say, you have lots of anus holes? Why you say anus hole? I say anus hole. He mixed up. He thinks something else, and it's not too good. But so I help them. We have lots of fun in the hotel room, and the hotel manager comes and wants to know what the noise is. And I say that we're having a find our anus hole party, and he immediately called the police because she says he does not want that filth in there. And I say that's not filth. That's just trying to, make one better life for other people through reaching and finding holes.
Why are people so afraid of you helping them with their anus hole or their inner soul?
Yes. Yes. I cannot hear your question. What is your question?
Why do you think people are so scared when you try to help them out with their anus hole?
Well, I think that people sometimes, they're afraid to find things that they have not found. And sometimes it's really hard to look into your anus hole. It's really hard to see inside, deep inside your anus hole. And I think that once somebody sees inside their anus hole, they get scared and they don't know what to do. And sometimes it could be a really messy situation. And I think that, I think if people would help look into other people's anus hole to help them find their anus hole, I think we could make very good work, and I think that it could help with many situations in life, including love and including many other things that is in my book. It's page 14. You can find a list of things that could help your life. Page 14.
I tell you what, Guillermo.
He drops so much knowledge every time that we talk to him.
I tell you what, I think Mish the Dish needs help finding her inner soul.
Nobody, no, exit only. We talking about assholes here?
No,
You keep your soul in your asshole?
Oh no, that's where your
inner soul, man.
With the P, your perf. That's where your gland is. I think, like, honest to God, he's onto something because everything comes from like that pineal gland up by that little skin tag where your butt is.
Your
the
pineal
gland's in the brain.
Yeah, it's like that's far, far from my taint. I've had pineal glands near my taint, but they don't stay there for very long.
I think the only way that happens is if you literally have your head in your ass.
Well, Guillermo might.
And that's really looking hard for your inner soul.
Yes, very hard. I have to say.
Guillermo.
Yeah, Guillermo. Thank you.
Thank you, Guillermo.
Thank you,
We're about to.
I must go. I love you guys. I love what you do for Yuck Nasty. He needs the help. He's a good man. He helped me. He helped many people. I think what you do is beautiful. And if I could, I reach through the phone. I grab your cheek. I pull it to my face. And I will kiss your face like you've never been kissed to show you that I love you and that I appreciate you guys. And I think that once you guys, I think you all should just kiss each other and hug and let know that you love them. And I want to say that I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Te amo.
Bye, Guillermo.
See, Guillermo.
He really touched my inner soul.
I can kiss Edie. I can take care of that one.
All right,
I love
guys.
baby.
We are going to restart, and then we'll come back. Mike Maxwell and producer Lex are doing the next
Nice.
episode.
Yeah. And
So-
then while Mike is on, that's when Joey's going to call in.
I think I'm gonna tap out now since Mike Maxwell and them are coming on.
All right, brother.
Anyways, guys, thanks for.
Maybe we'll bring the bag squad back later if things get quiet. We'll bring all the vaginas back.
Oh, so should I ditch now and come back later?
I think that's what we're gonna do. So Mike can come in and do his thing, and if it gets quiet on Mike's, then we'll.
Yeah, we'll see if he wants to take
I'll
calls.
rally the pussy, and we'll come back.
Right. All right. So send me a text. Because I was talking to him earlier.
I gotta text you anyways. I'll text you my address.
Okay, dear.
All right, guys. While we break, go to GoFundMe.com/YuckNasty. YUKNASSTY.
And when Keith comes back, he will have ingested his mushrooms like he's supposed to, like a good boy.
Ah!
Yeah.
All right. So
Ball.
disconnect, and then maybe come back.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
We'll be back.
See you guys later.